WMVQ is brought to you by Budweiser. For all you do, this Bud's for you. By Datsun, who would like to remind you that it's a long way to empty in a Datsun. A long way. By TWA, the airline that flies you to Florida, to California, to 53 cities in the U.S. and 13 cities overseas. You're going to like us. By Kelly Lumber Company, Schenectady Chrysler Plymouth, Perillo's Armory Grill, Windward Pool, Mohawk Honda, the U.S. Navy, Miller's Family Store, Yankee Dodge, Adams Heating, Pep's Restaurant, Andy's Army and Navy, Sunshine Mobile Homes, and Amsterdam Oil Heat Corporation. All our sponsors are pleased to bring you Mets baseball on WMVQ.
Go to the recently acquired Larry McWilliams, a reclamation project for the Pittsburgh Pirates, will be on the mound and batting ninth. And he comes into this ball game with an excellent ERA at Pittsburgh. Overall, he is 3.83 is his stats. But at Pittsburgh, with a record of 5-1, his ERA is down to 1.70. And for the New York Mets, leading off and playing center field will be Mookie Wilson. Bob Baylor will bat second and play second base. Joel Youngblood, who has had an excellent series against Pittsburgh thus far, moves up in the lineup tonight, batting third and playing right field. First baseman Dave Kingman will bat in the cleanup position, and George Foster, who has been batting third, has dropped to fifth tonight. Foster in left field is 0 for 4 in this series against the Pirates in the two games thus far. Then it'll be John Stearns behind the plate, followed by Hubie Brooks at third base. The shortstop, Ron Gardenhire, will bat in the eighth position, and the pitcher, Charlie Palaio. The umpires for tonight's game behind the plate calling the balls and strikes, Jerry Crawford. Frank Pulley will be at first base. The crew chief, Doug Harvey, will be at second, and Nick Colosi will be at third base. As Steve has told you, a big crowd on hand here for a promotion night, tote bag night, big fashion show just recently completed, and the crowds have been entertained by the Bainbridge Guilford Central School Marching Band prior to this ball game. We'll be ready for action following this message.
Are you looking for the best car deal around? Then stop what you're doing and get on over to Yankee Dodge in Schenectady. Yankee Dodge has a large selection of new 1982 Dodge models to choose from. Yankee Dodge service is fast and dependable with the largest selection of Dodge parts in the Northeast. It all goes into making the best car deal you'll ever get. So do it now. Visit Yankee Dodge, 2239 Central Avenue in Schenectady, 1/4 mile east of the Mohawk Mall.
The great outdoors. If you're a homeowner, you may think they're not all that great, at least as far as your home is concerned. Kelly Lumber Company of Amsterdam, Johnstown, and Caroga Lake can't do your chores for you, but Kelly Lumber can provide you with the quality products and advice you need, whether it's a gallon or two of famous Pittsburgh paint or new shingles for your roof. Kelly has it all. For your home, inside or out, it's Kelly Lumber Company in Amsterdam, Johnstown, and Caroga Lake.
You might not have been around in the 1920s, but Pep's Restaurant was, and entire families from grandparents to grandchildren keep coming back to Pep's. Why? Because Pep's Restaurant satisfies its customers with great Italian and American food, with veal that's prepared in a way you have to taste to believe, and with atmosphere that says welcome as soon as you walk in the door. If you haven't dined at Pep's Restaurant yet, why not start your own great dining tradition this week at Pep's Restaurant, 218 West Main Street in Amsterdam.
California Cooperage Hot Tub versus the competition. In the first inning, we see both sides relieve tension, so the score is tied. But moving along to the fourth inning, we see California Cooperage Hot Tubs seems to be taking a big advantage over the competition, as they're ready at any time and don't have to wait for an entire team. We're in the ninth inning, and it's obvious now California Cooperage wins the game. But don't feel bad, competition. No one can be a sore loser with our tubs. Get your California Cooperage Hot Tub now at Windward Pool of Schenectady.
Hits and an error. Dusty Baker, his 18th home run. That came in the fourth inning with nobody on. Valenzuela has run his record now to 14-8. Perez, who came over to Atlanta from Pittsburgh in the deal for Larry McWilliams, who pitches for the Pirates here tonight, started the ball game and takes his first major league loss. Steve Bedrosian came on in the sixth, followed by Gene Garber in the eighth for the Braves. The Giants got 5 in the second inning tonight, and they have a 5-1 lead over Houston. Jack Clark accounting for his 19th home run of the season. That came in the second with nobody on. Vern Rule started on the mound for the Houston Astros, and they have gone to the bullpen a couple of times. Lasky pitching for the Giants. San Diego jumped on Tom Seaver. Cano homered in the first inning with 2 on. Householder came back with a home run in the third for Cincinnati, but they have played 5.5 in Cincinnati. And the Padres are leading the Cincinnati Reds by a score of 4-2. Chicago and Philadelphia are scoreless through 1 inning. Getting underway momentarily in Montreal, it'll be the Expos and the St. Louis Cardinals. San Diego and Cincinnati scheduled to play a doubleheader tonight. That's a National League situation. Afternoon game in the American League. Milwaukee defeated Cleveland 4-2, and Rick Waite suffered his 10th loss of the season for the Indians, 1-10. Wally Fingers picked up his 23rd save. The winning pitcher was Caldwell, who now goes to 8-10. It was Milwaukee over the Indians by a 4-2 score. Oakland defeated Minnesota 3-2. Oakland getting 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th for the victory. Belton, the loser, now goes to 0-9 on the season. Underwood gets credit for the victory, and he now is 7-4. Ken Herbig held it his 18th round tripper. That in the 6th inning with nobody on for the Twins. They led it 2-1 going to the 8th, and that's when Oakland won the ball game. Final was 3-2. The other matchups, Eckersley for Boston against Burns of Chicago. Night game in Chicago. Kansas City hosting Baltimore. The Angels, who have won 4 in a row, are at home to Seattle tonight. Bannister against Gultz, the pitching matchup in that one. And the Yankees, of course, are in Texas, where it'll be Doyle Alexander, who's 0-3, pitching for the New York Yankees. One other score final in the American League. The Toronto Blue Jays, with a run in the bottom of the 10th, defeated the Detroit Tigers 1-0. Line scored pretty much even. Detroit, no runs, 9 hits, no errors. For the Blue Jays, 1 run, 9 hits, and no errors. Got the winner, now 2-6 for Toronto. Rucker took the loss. His record is even at 1-1. One more game in this series. That'll be tomorrow afternoon, of course, here at Shea Stadium. And then the Mets hit the road, going to Chicago for 3 afternoon games. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, before repaying the visit with the Pirates. Opening up the series in Pittsburgh next Friday with a doubleheader, then single game Saturday and Sunday. The Pirates, who had struggled, as Steve told you, they were not contenders by any stretch of the imagination. On the last day of May, they were in last place, 9 games under 500. Only went 10-17 for the month of June. Started July with 4 straight wins, and people are paying attention to this ball club. And Omar Moreno, who leads the National League in stolen bases, leads it off. But to tell you all about it, here's Steve LaMar.
Thank you, Jiggs McDonald, and hello again, everybody. Omar Moreno batting .250 for the Pirates. 3 home runs and 30 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter. 29-year-old center fielder takes one low and away from Charlie Palaio. 1 ball and no strikes. The Panamanian speedster Omar Moreno takes high from Palaio, and it is now 2-0. The Mets, defensively, Charlie Palaio and John Stearns, Dave Kingman, Bob Baylor, Ron Gardenhire, and Hubie Brooks on the infield. High ball 3-0 to Moreno. In the outfield, George Foster in left, Mookie Wilson in center, and Joel Youngblood is in right. Palaio with a 3-0 pitch. He walked him, and Moreno is on base. So Palaio walks the National League's top base stealer, Omar Moreno, to open the ball game.
Not the way you want to start a ball game, and especially walking Moreno. 46 steals, been thrown out 20 times. Stearns has gunned him down regularly in this series. Got him twice on Thursday night. Nailed him again last night. Lacey has been the guy who has been running the Mets crazy on the base paths. But Moreno always a threat.
Now the hitter is Johnny Ray, the Pirates' second baseman, and what a rookie. He leads the league in base hits with 121. He's batting .307. Switch hitter hitting left-handed, and the first pitch in there caught the outside corner for a strike 1 call. Jerry Crawford calling the balls and strikes. Frank Pulley is the umpire at first, Doug Harvey is second, and Nick Colosi is at third. 0-1 to Johnny Ray. Palaio will go to first base. Not in time. Moreno back easily. A big crowd at Shea for this Saturday evening ball game. Final game of the series tomorrow afternoon. Then the Mets on the road. Another throw by Palaio is late. Joe Lynette coaches at third base for the Pirates. And Al Monchak is the coach at first. Throw to first base, close, but not in time. The throw was into the runner. Kingman stabbed it. Moreno, diving back, got the hand on the bag, says first base umpire Frank Pulley, before the tag by Kingman. That was close.
Charlie has a pretty good move to first. Maybe not the best on the Mets pitching staff, but it is a good move. Kingman took a good long look at Pulley to make sure that he was correct in his call.
The count 0-1 to Johnny Ray. Again, Palaio to first. It is not in time. Moreno with 46 stolen bases to lead the league. He's been caught 20 times. He's been caught 3 times in the series. Another throw, not in time. Palaio 7-7 on the year. A 4.08 earned run average. He is 27 years old, born in Glen Ridge, New Jersey. Lives now in Bradenton, Florida. Quick throw, not in time. Moreno has had to dive back again. And he asks for time. Kingman will come over to the mound to talk with Palaio. Moreno will walk away from first base and dust himself off and have a conversation with the first base coach, Al Monchak. The Pirates have won the first 2 games of this series. 4-1 on Thursday night. 5-1 last night. Pirates have been getting excellent pitching, and of course, they can really swing the bat. A team batting average of .279. Another throw by Palaio. It is late. Johnny Ray still waiting for an 0-1 pitch. Moreno with the lead. Draws another throw. Not in time. No one out. Omar Moreno at first base. Palaio comes to the belt. Again, he goes to first base. Not in time again. And Moreno will ask for time, so he can dust himself off. He looks like he's been playing in a uniform for a month.
He's been up building mud pies all afternoon by the look of that thing. The crowd getting a little restless now, wanting Palaio to go to the plate. 1-strike count on Ray. He's been close a couple of times, and anything but close on several more occasions in his efforts to get Moreno at first. Crowd still arriving here at Shea Stadium. Will be close to 40,000 perhaps tonight, Steve.
Now Charlie Palaio comes to the belt. Moreno with the lead. There he goes. The pitch inside. Throw to second by Stearns. Not in time. Moreno with a dive into the bag. Beat the tag by Gardenhire. Number 47 for Omar Moreno.
Well, the throw appeared to be there. John Stearns, who has gunned Moreno down 3 times in the series, got the ball to Gardenhire. He just didn't apply the tag. Second base umpire Doug Harvey right there. Not much of an argument from the Mets. Stearns goes out to talk to Palaio. As Moreno picks up his 47th stolen base. Puts him 2 ahead of Tim Raines. 3 up on Lonnie Smith in St. Louis. Dernier down in Philadelphia stolen 40. Top stealer on the Mets, Mookie Wilson with 32. 6th place in the National League.
The pitch to Ray fouled away on the third base side, and it's out of play. So it is a ball and 2 strikes to Johnny Ray. Ray with a big night last night. He went 4 for 5. He had 2 singles, 2 doubles, and he scored 3 times. Johnny batting at .307, tied with his teammate Tony Pena for 5th place in the National League in hitting. Delivery by Palaio, slap foul, out of play on the third base side, and it's still 1-2. Moreno drew a leadoff walk. And after several throws over to first base by Charlie Palaio, Omar Moreno stole second base. Johnny Ray is the hitter. No one out. The count, a ball and 2 strikes. And Bill Madlock, the 3-time batting champion, is on deck. Palaio to the belt as Omar Moreno dances away from second. He has a big lead. Here's the pitch to Ray. Low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Mets play Johnny Ray straight away in the outfield. Ray has done most of his hitting left-handed. He's batting .326 from the left side. Now Gardenhire in behind the runner Moreno, but there is no pickoff throw by Palaio. Now Charlie Cummings set. Has a look. The 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air to left field. Routine play for Foster. Moves over, makes the catch. Out number one, and Moreno returns to second base. So Ray has flied to left. One down, and the hitter is Bill Madlock. Madlock 3 out of 4 last night, including a home run, and he knocked in 3 runs. Madlock batting at .303, 10 home runs, 60 runs batted in. He is tied for 10th in the National League in RBIs. And he is 9th in the league in hitting. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball toward third. Brooks charges, makes the play, throws to first for the out. Moreno will go to third. Moreno waited until Hubie Brooks made the throw and then dashed for third and made it in there without a relay throw by Dave Kingman. So there are 2 men down with Moreno at third. The hitter will be Jason Thompson.
Well, when Hubie scooped it up originally, he took a look. Moreno was planted at 20 feet off second base. But that's what speed will do for you. On the throw to Kingman, Moreno goes to third.
Jason Thompson is hitting .292, 18 home runs, and 63 runs batted in. First pitch to Thompson, strike called. It is 0-1. Thompson is 1 for 6 in this series in New York with a run batted in. Jason, a big left-handed hitter. Moreno way down the line from third, and Palaio steps off, just staring at Moreno. Now Charlie back up. And he's coming set. Here's the pitch to Thompson. Strike call. 0-2 to Jason Thompson. The Pirates find themselves just 3.5 games back in the Eastern Division race. They are 8 games over 500. Palaio trying to shut them off here in the top of the first. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way inside. Stearns had to go out and get it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jason Thompson. Pittsburgh with a team batting average of .279. And in the 7 games against the Mets this year, the Pirates are hitting .316 as a team. Moreno leads at third. The 1-2 pitch, slap foul off to the left of the plate, out of play. Still 1-2 to Jason Thompson. The Pirates acquired Jason Thompson from the California Angels in April of last year. It was in exchange for catcher Ed Ott and pitcher Mickey Mailer. Thompson the batter, 2 down, Moreno at third, and the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Palaio out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fouled away again. And a continuing count of 1-2, and a new supply of baseballs will come up to the plate umpire, Jerry Crawford. How about those Los Angeles Dodgers? They go into Atlanta, sweep a doubleheader last night, and then go to Fernando Valenzuela today, and he shuts out the Braves 3-0. The pitch by Palaio. Breaking ball fouled away behind the plate, out of play. Still 1-2.
I didn't see the end of the ball game, but some of the reports here at Shea Stadium tonight telling us that the Braves were upset. Threw at Guerrero, threw at Sachs in the later innings. They have 1 more in that series tomorrow afternoon in Atlanta.
That could be a very interesting ball game.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
The Dodgers now 7.5 back of the Braves in the Western Division. San Diego needs a victory tonight to remain in second place. Here's the 1-2. Missed away. Palaio went with a fastball. Tried to nip the outside corner and just missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Moreno is at third with 2 down. Now Palaio is set. The pitch to Thompson. Bounce foul over toward the Pittsburgh dugout. And Thompson hanging tough. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
After the Padres had left Atlanta, they were living in what they called tall cotton down there. The Braves felt they had pretty much disposed of San Diego in the way they were playing. They probably would handle the Dodgers in the 4-game series. The Tom Lasorda's gang fought from behind. They were way behind last night.
2-2 pitch high, and it's 3-2 to Jason Thompson.
Game 1, and then they came back to win it. Atlanta made a ball game out of it, getting 1 in the 9th. Then they were never in that 2nd game.
3-2 to Thompson. Moreno at third, 2 gone in the 1st inning. The pitch by Palaio. Slider missed inside, and he walked Thompson. Palaio's 2nd walk here in the 1st inning. Jason Thompson hung in there and worked Charlie for the base on balls. And now here is Mike Easler, one of the hottest hitters on the Pittsburgh Ball Club. Easler's hitting .284, but in his last 29 games, he's hitting .323. Easler with 7 home runs, 30 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter with good power. Runners at first and third, 2 down. Palaio set. Here's the pitch. Easler with a big swing and a miss at a fastball, and 0-1.
Easler fouled one off in their last game against the Philadelphia Phillies in Pittsburgh before coming here for this season. That put Eric Gregg out of commission. Fouled it off his left shoulder.
No balls, 1 strike. The pitch by Palaio. Slider bounced foul over to the Mets dugout, and Charlie's ahead of Easler. 0-2. Mike Easler first came to the big leagues with the Houston Astros in 1973. Went over to the Angels in 76. To the Pirates in 77. A lifetime .302 hitter. 0-2. The runners with their lead. Here's the pitch. Check swing foul into the Pirate dugout. Look out over there. Still 0-2 to Mike Easler. Charlie Palaio has lost 3 of his last 4 decisions, 5 of his last 7. Trying to get out of a 1st inning jam tonight. The 0-2, high and away. A ball and 2 strikes. Lee Lacy is waiting on deck for Pittsburgh. The Pirates have been red hot. They've won 35 and lost only 18 since June the 1st. And since June the 1st, the Mets have gone the other way. They've lost 35 of their 52 games since June the 1st. 1-2 to Easler. Palaio set. Thompson goes. The pitch inside. Stearns throws to Gardenhire, who's nowhere near second base. Throw back to third, not in time. Thompson with a stolen base. Gardenhire was nowhere near second base. Stearns threw the ball to him. Ron tried to get Moreno off third. Threw to Brooks, but Omar got back.
Difficult to think that that's the play that was on, hoping to trap Moreno off third. But as Steve pointed out, Gardenhire was nowhere near second, didn't have any opportunity against Jason Thompson. All he could hope for was that Moreno would break to the plate, and they'd have an opportunity to either get him there or in his effort to get back. As it is, we've got runners at second and third, 2 away.
2 men in scoring position. 2-2 the count to Easler. Here's the pitch by Charlie. Ground ball toward third. Hubie gloves it. Here's the throw to Kingman. The inning's over. Palaio gets Easler on a bouncer to Hubie Brooks. In the 1st inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, 2 walks, 2 stolen bases, and 2 men left in scoring position. We're in the middle of the 1st inning. The score, the Pirates nothing. The Mets are coming up.
Honda made it simple, and Mohawk Honda in Schenectady will make it easy for you to own a new '82 Honda. You'll get a car price to match your budget, and then Mohawk Honda's computer diagnostics will help you keep your new Honda in top shape. If it's a used car, Mohawk Honda has a supply of pre-owned Hondas from steady customers who like to trade up. So come drive a fuel-efficient Honda soon. The selection has never been better at Mohawk Honda, 756 State Street, Schenectady.
Adams Heating, 2509 Broadway, Schenectady, says get into the swing of things this summer with the new Bryan Heat Pump air conditioner, the smart new way to heat and cool your home and cut your annual heating cost up to 60%. Yes, a Bryan Heat Pump air conditioner is engineered throughout for efficiency, reliability, and quiet operation. So for a new heat and cool year, see Adams Heating, 2509 Broadway in Schenectady.
You're listening to Mets Baseball on WMVQ.
See Dee or Bernie at B&L Auto Supply, 27 Fairfield Drive in New Fairfield, Connecticut.
Charlie Palaio worked his way out of first inning trouble, and the Mets are coming up in the bottom of the first inning with Mookie Wilson, Bob Baylor, and Joel Youngblood to hit against Larry McWilliams. McWilliams, a real success story for the Pirates since being acquired from Atlanta on the 29th of June in exchange for pitcher Pascual Perez and a player to be named later. In his first 3 starts with the Bucks, McWilliams defeated Montreal, Houston, and Atlanta, then lost a ball game to Houston. Since then, he has defeated the Cincinnati Reds 3-2, and he combined with Rod Scurry last Tuesday night for a 4-0 shutout over the Philadelphia Phillies. McWilliams with the Pirates is 5-1 with a 1.70 earned run average. Overall, a 7-4 record, 3.83 ERA. This is Larry McWilliams' 9th start of the year, his 7th start with Pittsburgh. And Mookie Wilson leads it off for the Mets. Mookie's batting average, .278, 4 home runs, 38 RBIs. McWilliams with a pitch, caught the outside corner, 0-1 to Mookie. McWilliams was born in Wichita, Kansas, 28 years ago. A lanky left-hander. He's 6'5", 175 pounds. Mookie takes low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
McWilliams used to be one of the slowest workers in the National League. When he first came along to Atlanta, it took him a long time between pitches, but he hustled that up. He was sent to the minor leagues in Richmond. He worked on that, developed a couple of new pitches.
Pitch to Mookie. Fastball taken for a strike on the outside part of the plate at the letters, and it's 1-2. Johnny Sane helped Larry McWilliams when Larry was in the Atlanta organization. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a bouncer foul at the plate. It's still a ball and 2 strikes to Mookie. The Pirates defensively with Jason Thompson at first base, Johnny Ray at second, Dale Berra at shortstop, Bill Madlock at third, Mike Easler, Omar Moreno, and Lee Lacy in the outfield left to right. Tony Pena is the catcher. Larry McWilliams winds and throws 1-2. Low and inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mookie. Boy, have the Pirates been getting some pitching.
Well, that's the key. Without a Dave Parker, without injury problems, you don't really expect Pittsburgh to be there. But when you take a look at the pitching, Candelaria threw the ball as well last night as he has at any time in his career, in my opinion.
2-2 pitch bounce foul at the plate. Still 2-2 to Mookie.
And we had Robinson working here on Thursday night. After shoulder surgery, he's back in the groove, going well. You've got McWilliams, who's off to a great start since coming over from Atlanta. Roden in their lineup as well. The bullpen has been one of the keys. DeColvey is back in form. Scurry has come out of there and pitched very well for the Pirates. They have to be regarded as a threat, folks.
They definitely do. Here's the pitch to Mookie. Strike 3 call. Mookie called out on strikes. 1 down in the first inning, and the batter, Bob Baylor. We'll pause here for station identification. This is the New York Mets Baseball Network.
The radio home of the Mets.
We're WMVQ, Amsterdam.
Steve LaMar with Jiggs McDonald at Shea Stadium. A big crowd at Shea tonight. to watch the Pirates and the Mets. Bob Baylor, the hitter, he's batting .288. And the first pitch bounced over the mound. Dale Barrow behind second gloves it. The shortstop throw to first is in time, and Baylor is gone on one pitch. Barrow made a nice play out behind second base.
Barrow showing that good range. Had to take about 10 steps to his left. Scooped the ball up, got it over to Jason Thompson, and plenty of time to get Bob Baylor. Here's the switch in the batting lineup for the Mets tonight. Joel Youngblood moves into bat in third position. Kingman, of course, batting in cleanup, and Foster dropped to the fifth position. So Youngblood has had himself a good series against Pittsburgh. Steps in at the plate.
Joel is hitting .255. He is 4 for 6 with a couple of walks in this series, and he has scored the only runs the Mets have scored in this series. 2 of them. Swing and a miss by Joel, strike 1. Mike Easler, the left fielder, pinches over toward left center. And Lee Lacy is shaded toward right center. They give him the line. There's a line drive down the line in right field, and it drops foul. So it's 0-2 to Joel Youngblood. Youngblood hitting third in the order tonight. Foster dropped to the number 5 spot. Larry McWilliams has no decisions against the Mets this year. He is 3-1 lifetime against New York. 0-2 pitch. Missed low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Youngblood. And now McWilliams will ask for a new baseball. McWilliams Tuesday night against the Phillies pitched 7 shutout innings, allowed only 3 hits, walked 2, and struck out a career high 10 batters. The pitch bounced foul over toward the Pirate dugout. 1-2 to Youngblood. McWilliams had a no-hitter in that ball game for 6 1/3 innings Tuesday night against the Phillies. He wound up with a victory as Rod Scurry came on to finish up for him. Now the 1-2 by McWilliams. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Slider from McWilliams. He got it over and nipped the corner, and Youngblood is called out on strikes. The Mets go in order in the first inning. Nothing across, and at the end of 1, there is no score.
But for for being on the job and working hard all day.
Bush St. Louis.
TWA is taking people out of the lineup. With TWA's Airport Express, instead of lining up in airports, you can get round-trip and connection boarding passes before you leave town. So on your way home, you can go straight to your seat instead of straight to the end of a check-in line.
So go straight to the phone and call your travel agent or TWA. TWA's ambassador class to California is a separate business cabin with wider seats than ever before.
Juvenile Mart and Sleep Shop in Flushing is ready to go to bat for you with a swinging savings on Super Sealy bedding. Come on in now for your best selection. And make sure you touch all bases. Juvenile Mart is loaded with specials throughout the store. They are true bedding professionals who know how to give you the best night's sleep at the greatest price. So come on in now to Juvenile Mart, Queens' largest juvenile furniture store, 15805 Northern Boulevard in Flushing. You'll walk out with a winner, Sealy, really. Here is Lee Lacy to lead off for the Pirates in the top of the second inning. No score in the ball game. The pitch by Charlie Palaio, high and tight. 1-0 to Lee Lacy. Lacy hitting .282. Right-handed batter. Palaio delivers, and Lacy tried to check the swing, could not. Went around. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lacy has hit 2 home runs. He's had 16 runs batted in. 5 of those RBIs have been game winners. And the pitch. Slider grounded towards second base. Bobby Baylor gloves it, throws out Lacy, and there's 1 man down in the second inning. Lacy out on a ground ball to Bobby Baylor, and that brings up the catcher, Tony Pena. Pena 0 for 4 last night, and that is unusual for him. He is hitting .467 on the year against the Mets. His average against the league, .307. He's tied with teammate Johnny Ray for the number 5 spot in the National League batting race. Pirates have 3 men in the top 10 in hitting in the league. Johnny Ray, Tony Pena, and Bill Madlock. Here's the pitch by Palaio, a slider in there for a strike called, and it's 0-1. Pena has had 2 out of 8 in the series. Fastball from Palaio, missed down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Palaio 0-1 this year and lifetime against the Pittsburgh Pirates. He delivers off-speed breaking ball, grounded foul into the Mets dugout. So it is 1-2. Palaio lost 13-3 to the Pirates back on June 15th. He had a no decision against them on June the 9th here at Shea. Pitched 8 innings in that game. Gave up 2 runs on 10 hits. And the pitch. Pena trying to bunt his way on. Couldn't get it. He's out of there. Pitch was up high. Pena went after it, trying to bunt it down the third baseline, and he's out on strikes. Palaio's first strikeout.
Charlie leads the Mets staff in strikeouts at 77 on the season now. He gets his first of the night.
2 down, nobody on, and here's Dale Berra. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. Dale Berra on the 7th of June was hitting .182. Now hitting .260. He fouls one off the end of the bat over toward the railing, just to the left of the Mets dugout, and it's 0-2.
Well, when we were at Pittsburgh, middle of June, he was hearing it from the crowd. They were really on him, but he has turned it around. They're now in his corner. He's become a hero again in Pittsburgh.
0-2 pitch. Fastball low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chuck Tanner stayed with Dale Berra. He said, he's my shortstop, and I know he's going to come around. And he has. 1-2 pitch. Just missed away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Berra has hit safely in 20 of his last 28 games, averaging .330 in his last 28 ball games. Breaking ball, slider, called, strike 3, and the side is retired. Berra caught looking. Palaio's second strikeout, and he has an easy second inning. The Pirates go in order in the second. No runs, no hits, nobody left. The end of an inning and a half at Shea Stadium. There is no score.
If you're looking for the best mobile home you can find, Sunshine Mobile Homes has just the one for you. They are the exclusive dealer of mobile homes by Holiday. Holiday is America's finest built custom home. There are many features available. You can even design the home of your dreams. Holiday homes are built up to 75 feet long with 2 or 3 bedrooms to fit your needs. It's Sunshine Mobile Homes, Route 30 in Mayfield and Vale Mills, for the most reasonable prices in the area.
At Sunshine Mobile Homes, my friend, we're America's good old boy. Oh, yeah.
Want a good hot lunch? The kind that might expand your belt and not deflate your wallet? Cross over the bridge to Perillo's Armory Grill. Perillo's is serving hot lunches Tuesday through Friday. All kinds of sandwiches are available, and there's homemade soup every day. Want a suggestion? Perillo's linguine with red or white clam sauce is great and just $3. How about meatballs, mushrooms, and peppers with French fries or spaghetti, only $2.75. For your next hot lunch, make it Perillo's Armory Grill, Bridge Street, Amsterdam. Closed Sundays and Mondays.
You're listening to Mets Baseball on WMVQ.
So come for your...
One coupon book for paid admission. Coupons good for free grandstand admission or $2 off clubhouse.
Bottom of the second inning. Dave Kingman, George Foster, and John Stearns for the New York Mets. At Philadelphia, Mike Schmidt has hit a home run for the Phillies. Bases empty, bottom of the 4th. Phillies still batting in the 4th inning, leading Chicago at least 1-0. For Mike Schmidt, who is really on a roll. his 19th home run of the year. Here is Dave Kingman. First pitch is swing and a miss, strike one. Kingman hitting .217 with 26 home runs and 68 runs batted in. Next delivery from McWilliams, missed low, a ball and a strike. Pirates with a shift on, 3 infielders on the left side against Kingman. And the pitch. He let that one go by, and it missed 2-1. The home run by Mike Schmidt against the Cubs tonight, the 333rd of his career. Last night he passed Hank Greenberg on the all-time home run list. Tonight Schmidt passed Bobby Bonds. Delivery outside to Kingman, 3-1. Mike Schmidt is now 37th all-time in home runs. 3 balls, 1 strike to Dave Kingman, leading off the Mets' home second inning. And the pitch, swing and a miss, 3-2.
On the season, Schmidt, as you mentioned, with 19 now. Clark hit his 19th of the season this afternoon.
3-2 pitch inside, ball 4.
So we've got a 3-way tie for 5th place in the National League Home Run Derby. Guerrero of Los Angeles, Clark of the Giants, and Mike Schmidt of the Phillies. Now Foster hearing it from the crowd as he steps in with Kingman on with a walk. Foster again tonight was out early taking batting practice. Jim Fry working with him. We'll see if there are any results. George has suffered through this series, 0 for 4, and on the year, 2 hits in 24 official at-bats against the Pirate pitching staff.
And George batting .125 since the All-Star break. 5 out of 40. First delivery high and away from McWilliams, ball 1. At Montreal, Steve Mura pitching for the Cardinals, Ray Burroughs for the Expos. No score at the end of 1. San Diego playing a doubleheader at Cincinnati tonight. And the Padres leading in the first game 5-4 in the bottom of the 8th. Sixto Lezcano has hit 2 home runs in that game for San Diego. The pitch. It's too high and away, and it's 2-0 to Foster.
Most of the pitchers against Foster recently have been low and away.
Two and 0 to George Foster. Kingman is at first base, no one out. Now McWilliams was coming set. Foster backed out on him.
Plate umpire Jerry Crawford moved up to have a couple of words with Foster. George is in and out of that batter's box, delaying more than anybody around the National League, and gets away with it.
Kingman leads at first. The pitch to Foster, low, ball 3, 3-0. Now George looks to Frank Howard.
I'd give him the green light.
I would too.
The way things have been going for George, he deserves something like this.
Give him a shot at a 3-0 pitch, and maybe that'll bring it out of him. The pitch. High fly ball hit to deep right field. Back goes Lacy. You can kiss it goodbye. Well, it's been a long time since we've seen the Big Apple come up and show itself here at Shea Stadium. But George Foster, with his 11th home run of the season, has brought this big crowd to their feet. He got the green light on the 3-0 delivery from Larry McWilliams. Only the second home run that McWilliams has given up since going over to Pittsburgh. And Foster put it over the right field wall. And I mean over by a long shot. There was no doubt. Stearns hits a hard one-hopper to Dale Barrett, shortstop. Dale throws him out, and there is one man gone. Well, Bambi gave him the green light on the 3-0, and Foster went to the opposite field. A long home run to right. George's first home run since the 9th of July when he homered off Eric Schau of the San Diego Padres. 2-0 Mets. And the batter is Hubie Brooks. First pitch to Hubie is up high as he was backing out of the batter's box. I do not believe that Jerry Crawford called time, even though Hubie was moving out. And it's a ball. It's 1-0. There's something out on the grass in distant center field behind Omar Moreno, and they're going to ask Moreno to go back and get it. Is that a Frisbee?
Don't think so.
No, it looks a little bigger than that. An airplane.
Yeah, paper plane. What model is that? Looks like the Concorde. Well, Omar wads it up and throws it over the center field wall. We'll get things going here again.
Moreno looked at the plate umpire, Jerry Crawford, and said, "What do you want me to do with it?" And Crawford said, "Put it in your back pocket."
Ain't my job, man.
The 1-0 pitch to Hubie fouled away to the screen, and it's 1-1. A walk to Dave Kingman, and then George Foster on a 3-0 pitch, belting one over the right field wall. Pitch to Hubie, line to left field. Easler is there, however, and makes the catch for the out. Hubie hit that ball hard, but right at Mike Easler in left. So 2 men gone in the second inning, and the batter will be Ron Gardenhire.
Number 19, Ron Gardenhire.
Well, it's nice to have a lead. Mets have been forced to play catch-up baseball, especially in the series against Pittsburgh.
First pitch to Gardenhire, low, ball 1, 1-0. Ronnie batting .232. He has driven in 23 runs for the Mets. Next delivery, missed, ball 2. The Astrodome, Giants leading Houston 5-2 in the bottom of the 8th. Gardenhire swings, and it's a high fly ball foul down the right field line and out of play. That is the first game of a doubleheader, San Francisco at Houston. There's also a doubleheader, as we said, in Cincinnati, the Reds hosting San Diego. They are now through 8 innings, with the Padres ahead 5-4 over Cincinnati. Pitch to Gardenhire, line to center. Omar Moreno backing up. He's there and pulls it down for the out. And the side is retired. The Mets hit the ball hard in that inning. In the second, 2 runs, 1 hit. The home run by Foster. Nobody left. And after 2 at Shea Stadium, it's the Mets 2, the Pirates nothing.
TWA is taking people out of the lineup. With TWA's Airport Express, instead of lining up in airports, you can get round-trip and connection boarding passes before you leave town. So on your way home, you can go straight to your seat instead of straight to the end of a check-in line.
So go straight to the phone and call your travel agent or TWA. TWA's ambassador class to California is a separate business cabin with wider seats than ever before.
Fans, the Mets are happy to announce that the revised 1982 official yearbook is now available. In the revised edition, you'll find up-to-the-minute features, including photos of this year's Mets victory in the Mayor's Trophy game. In all, you get 64 pages of beautiful color photos of all your favorite Mets. New for the yearbook in '82 is a unique 16-page insert titled 20 Amazing Years. In it, we go back in time, tracing all the great memories of the past 2 decades. You'll read about the names such as Stengel, Kranepool, Hickman, Hunt, the Miracle Mets of '69, and much, much more. With over 100 vintage photographs, this special yearbook insert has been called a bona fide collector's item. And the revised Mets yearbook is available to you by mail. All you have to do is send $4.25. That includes postage and handling. To Mets Yearbook, Box 1982, Union City, New Jersey, 07087. That's $4.25 to Mets Yearbook, Box 1982, Union City, New Jersey. The zip code 07087. Send for your collector's yearbook and really be a part of it. 2-0 New York on the home run by George Foster as we go to the 3rd inning and Jiggs McDonald.
Okay, Steve LaMar. Hi, everybody. Charlie Palacios takes to a 2-0 lead. Will pitch to McWilliams, then to the top of the order for Moreno and Ray as we get set for third inning action here at Shea Stadium. McWilliams bats from the left side, squares around to bunt, and bunts it foul down the first base side. Not enough in the air, and then it rolls foul. McWilliams batting .211, batting .231 at Pittsburgh. Well, maybe some of those other pitchers, Robinson a good hitter, Roden as well, maybe they have taught McWilliams some of the tools of the trade as far as hitting and pitching since he has come out of that Atlanta ball team and done the job for the Pirates. He could be a key. We look at several areas on this Pittsburgh team. We talk about them being a contender. McWilliams has certainly contributed. 1 strike count. Charlie wheels and deals, and again, McWilliams, the bunt effort, actually appeared to throw the bat at it. That's strike 2. Think back, but the one moment of fame McWilliams had in his Atlanta career was when he and Gene Garber combined to stop Pete Rose in that batting streak. McWilliams made a great play that night, sort of a hoper grab to rob Rose. And Garber came in and threw his thing, and they shut him down. Pitch from Palacios, a called strike, so McWilliams is down, and that's 3 strikeouts in a row for Charlie Palacios. 1 away here in the top of inning number 3, and that'll bring up Moreno. He drew a walk his first time up. Stole second, got around to third, but was stranded there. Palacios was in a jam back in the first inning. Walked Moreno, got the next 2 men, and walked Jason Thompson, but managed to get out of it. Set the Pirates down 1-2-3 in the second. And we go to the top of the order. Moreno batting .250 coming into the ball game. Left-handed batter hits the first delivery high into left field, routine for Foster, and we have 2 away. Well, they keep Moreno off the base paths here in the third, and that'll bring up Johnny Ray. Johnny Cornelius Ray. We talk about Chili Davis, Steve Sachs as contenders. As far as the Rookie of the Year honors are concerned, you cannot overlook the contributions of Johnny Ray. Against the Mets, Ray, 10 hits in 28, 29 trips to the plate now. And the first pitch from Palacios misses inside, ball 1. 2 away in the third. Charlie, the pitch is swung on, hit foul. Down the third base side and back into the seats, out of play. So a ball and a strike. In this series, Mets pitchers have fallen behind the batters consistently, but not tonight. Palacios is up in front of them. Pitch is swung on and ground ball into left field in the gap. So the Pirates get their first hit of the ball game as Johnny Ray is on at first. That'll bring up Bill Madlock. Madlock, another guy who has been feasting off the Mets pitching staff, hitting .393 against them, .303 against the National League, hitting .500 in this series. Coming into tonight's ball game, he grounded to Gibby Brooks at third his first time up. So man on, 2 away. Palacios delivery outside, ball 1. Ball and no strikes to the right-handed hitting Bill Madlock. 1 more game in this series. That'll be tomorrow afternoon here at Shea Stadium. Game time, 1:35. Palacios checks the runner. Ray back in time as the throw over to Kingman was late. Madlock had stepped out. Now back into the batter's box. Ray takes his lead. Let's play Madlock straight away in center field. Infield is back as Madlock steps in. The pitch from Palacios fouled off down the third base side. So the count is a ball and a strike on Bill Madlock. Madlock, the man who won his first batting title in 1975. Second youngest to ever win the batting crown. Tommy Davis was 23 when he won it.
There you're talking about 2 guys who could swing the bat. Madlock still can.
Madlock, 31 years old, 5'11", Looks bigger than the 190 pounds they list him at in the Pittsburgh guide. But you know he's got the power. Palaio went back to Kingman as Ray had a pretty good lead. Got a pretty good lead again. The pitch is outside. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike on Madlock. Mets lead the ball game 2-0. Hits are even, one by each team, but the hit for the Mets, a key home run by George Foster after Kingman had drawn a walk. Palaio checks the sign from Stearns, winds and delivers, and Madlock lashes it into right field. Ray was moving at the time, and he'll end up at third base as Youngblood gets it back into Bob Baylor, and we've got runners on the corners. All of a sudden, Palaio in trouble again after getting the first 2 men. He got McWilliams on a strikeout. Moreno flied to left, and Ray singled, and Madlock moves him over to third with a single to right field. And that'll bring up Jason Thompson. Thompson has struggled at the plate in this series against the Mets. He drew a walk back in the first inning tonight and stole second for his first steal of the season. Thompson 1 for 6 in the series, 6 hits in 20 official at-bats coming into tonight's game against the Mets. So Ray is at third, Madlock at first, 2 away as Thompson steps in against Charlie Palaio. The pitch is outside, ball 1. 2 gone here in the top of the third. Thompson playing out his option, reportedly happy with his surroundings and his teammates now in Pittsburgh, and in all likelihood will re-sign. The pitch from Palaio is fouled back into the seats. Strike 1. 1-1, the count on the hard-hitting first baseman, Jason Thompson. He has slumped recently. And again, if we're to consider Pittsburgh in reality as a team that could win the National League East, they'll have to have this back. And Thompson swings a fly ball into center field. Mookie Wilson moves over, under it now, makes the catch, and the Pirates are gone, but not before they mounted a threat. So in the third, the Pirates no runs on 2 hits, 2 left, and no errors. And after 2.5 innings, our score, the New York Mets 2, the Pittsburgh Pirates no score.
If you haven't heard the good news yet, Schenectady Chrysler Plymouth wants you to know. Now from Chrysler Corporation, get a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty on power trains, 5-year, 50,000-mile scheduled maintenance, and 5-year, 50,000-mile rust-out protection on outer body panels. Now there's even more good reasons to buy a new Chrysler Corporation product. Schenectady Chrysler Plymouth can supply you with all the details. That's Schenectady Chrysler Plymouth, 1016 State Street. This offer does not apply to imports or trucks.
Go back. Got the shoes that look right. Go barefoot. Morning till night. Go barefoot. Ooh, I got to smile. Go barefoot. Stepping in style. Winter, summer, spring, or fall. If I don't wear bare shoes, I don't wear shoes at all. Go back. Or go barefoot. Go back. Or go barefoot.
Available at Miller's Family Store, Route 30, Miller's Corners, Amsterdam.
You're listening to Mets Baseball on WMVQ.
Well, the Mets have a 2-0 lead over the Pirates as we go to the bottom of the third here at Shea Stadium. It'll be the pitcher, Charlie Palaio, to lead it off. Then to the top of the order for Mookie Wilson and Bob Baylor. Before Charlie steps in, we pause for station identification. This is the New York Mets Baseball Network.
WMVQ Amsterdam, 97 FM.
National League East standings. Philadelphia leads by 1 game over the Cardinals. They're 3.5 games in front of the Pirates, 4 games in front of Montreal. Then you've got the Mets 13.5 back and Chicago 19.5 back. And Palaio on the first pitch from McWilliams slams it into right field. Crisscross between Lacey and Moreno, and it was Lacey coming over to make the grab on a well-hit ball. Charlie Palaio. The Mets hit McWilliams hard in the second inning, and Charlie Palaio picks it up here in the third. He takes a look at Lacey after he and Moreno had come over in a good play for the Pirates.
Lacey with a fine running catch in the alley in right center field with Omar Moreno right there. Moreno was shaded to right field, so he was able to get into the gap also with Lacey, but it was Lacey with a fine running catch to pull it down.
And here's Mookie Wilson, a strikeout victim his first time up. He takes the first pitch and slaps it into center field. Wilson around first, headed for second. There'll be a play. Mookie slides in. He's safe. Aggressive baseball by Mookie Wilson. What appeared to be a routine ground ball single. He stretches into a double. It was close, but Doug Harvey right on the bag at second makes the call. And again, as Moreno up with the ball. But Mookie slides in, and the Mets have a man in scoring position. And here is Bob Baylor. Good crowd, as we have told you. And a nice hand for Mookie Wilson after he ends up sliding head first into second base. Baylor 2 for 6 in the series. Grounded to Dale Berra his first time up in the first inning. That's from the right side. The pitch from McWilliams in there, called strike one. Mets lead 2-0. One away, a man at second. One strike to count on Baylor. Wilson takes his lead as McWilliams looks in for the sign from catcher Tony Pena. And McWilliams steps off, and Mookie is back at second base. Center fielder Moreno shaded around to the right. Lacey well over to the right side. Goes the outfield for Bob Baylor. Baylor swings, and here's a foul ball into the seats beneath it. So the count is 2 strikes on Baylor. Youngblood in the on-deck circle. To be followed by Kingman, if we can get along that far in the Mets batting order. And now a beach ball comes out of the seat. The time is called by plate umpire Jerry Crawford.
Jiggs, San Diego has defeated Cincinnati in the first game of their doubleheader, 5-4. Tom Seaver, the loser, and his record is now 4-11.
Would you believe it? Swing by Baylor, pop fly back second base side. Shortstop Berra calls for it, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So Mookie Wilson remains at second base, and now 2 down, and that'll bring up Joel Youngblood. Youngblood moved up to the third position in the batting order by George Bamberger. 4 hits and 6 trips in this series until tonight's ball game, and called out on strikes his first time up. Youngblood batting from the right side. And the Pirates play him pretty well straight away. Now Jerry Crawford's got something going with the Mets dugout again. Last time we saw him, or I saw him at least, he was working a ball game in Los Angeles, and he got around to throwing Bamberger and Jim Fry, both. Ejected both of them from that Sunday afternoon game at Dodger Stadium.
And he did it in no time at all, didn't he?
There is no thought given. He had his arm up before they got out there to argue. It was a late call that brought the manager and batting coach Jim Fry from the dugout that afternoon. Now things have settled down. McWilliams' pitch is swung on and missed. Strike one to Joel Youngblood. I mentioned earlier that McWilliams used to be a very slow worker. He has speeded that up. Steve pointed out he had some help in Richmond, Braves farm system. Pitch is inside, called, strike 2. Youngblood doesn't agree with Crawford, takes a long look at the plate umpire. Now they get into a running dialogue. Slider cut in and not enough of the plate for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes on Joel Youngblood. Mookie Wilson at second, 2 away. The Mets lead the ball game 2-0. McWilliams into the windup. The pitch is inside, ball 1. The ball and 2 strikes. Kingman in the on-deck circle. It was Kingman who drew a walk in the second inning before Foster belted one out of here as the 11th home run of the season. And there's another mystery. By this time of the year, you would have expected George Foster to have had at least 25 home runs. It just hasn't been. McWilliams, the pitch is swung on. Ground ball, third base. Madlock up with it. Over to Thompson, pulled him off the bag. The ball ends up in right field. Wilson around to score. Nobody covering second, and Youngblood is in safe. The Mets lead 3-0. Well, it appeared to be routine. And Chuck Tanner is up on the top of the Pittsburgh dugout, looking in dismay at his infield, at both Madlock and Thompson in particular. And then you carry it further. There was nobody covering second base by the time Lacey came up with the ball. So Youngblood is in safely. More importantly, Wilson came around to score. An RBI for Youngblood. And it is a 3-0 New York lead. The throw was down the line and into the runner, Youngblood. And as Joel went by, his shoulder hit the glove of Jason Thompson and popped the ball loose. It'll be an error, so thus no RBI. Madlock draws the air. Now Kingman flashes one, third base side. Madlock up, the long throw. Thompson has it, and the Mets are retired, but not before they add to their lead with the run scoring by Mookie Wilson. And in the inning, the Mets get one run on one hit. There was one Pittsburgh error and a man left. So at the end of 3, our score, the Mets 3 and the Pirates nothing.
Now and then a new car comes along that'll make you look twice. Visit your Datsun dealer and look at the new Nissan Stanza. A front-wheel drive, 5-passenger beauty that sips gas. This 2-liter 5-speed is EPA estimated 32 mpg, 46 highway. Use 32 for comparison. Your mileage may differ. Highway mileage will probably be less. Now, here's the big difference. You can cross your legs in the back seat. That's a lot of leg room for an economy car. The new Nissan Stanza. The sticker price on the deluxe 2-door is just $67.99, excluding taxes, title, license, and destination charges. The all-new Nissan Stanza in very affordable 2- or 4-door hatchbacks, only at your Datsun dealer.
You can cross your legs in the Nissan Stanza.
See all the exciting 1982 Datsun cars and trucks at your Datsun dealer today.
Right now, Modell's Betting and Dinette at East Meadow, Center Reach, Comac, and Bayshore has a lineup of championship betting, all very specially priced. You'll feel like you've just stolen a base. Prices are so low. Modell's will help you pick the comfort you want, the firmness you need, at a price that meets your budget. So come on in to Modell's now. They've got great values throughout the store, and they're ready to give you the best deal on the best betting that money can buy. Modell's Betting and Dinette at East Meadow, Center Reach, Comac, and Bayshore. Well, Mike Easler, who spent 10 years in the minor leagues, will lead it off for the Pirates as we go to the top of the 4th. Easler to be followed by Lacey and Pena. 3-0 Mets, and Easler swings at the first pitch from Palaio and fouls it high and well back down the left field line. So 1 strike, the count to the left-handed hitting Mike Easler. Palaio into the windup, the pitch, high and outside, ball 1. You'd like to see a guy like Easler, all that perseverance to stick it out in the minor leagues for that long and then to come up and make it. Indeed you do. The pitch from Palaio took something off, and it was high, ball 2. 10 years in the minor league. 1980, he was a recipient of the Pirates' Roberto Clemente Award. Swing at a high fly ball, hooking foul down in the left field corner. Foster gave it a run, couldn't get there. So the count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mike Easler. Easler grounded to Hubie Brooks to end the first inning, his only trip to the plate tonight. He has 7 home runs, 30 runs batted in. Easler takes his time coming back to the box. Came to the Pirates from the Angels in 1975. He sold to Boston in 78, and then the Pirates reacquired him in 79. He was originally drafted by Houston in 1969. The pitch from Palaio is outside, so the count has gone full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Mike Easler. Here's Palaio. The payoff pitch is swung on, and base hit into center field. Wilson up with it. Easler takes
Big turn around first, but he'll go back, and the Pirates have their leadoff man on here in the fourth inning. Third hit off Charlie Palaio tonight. That'll bring up Lee Lacy. Leonidas Lacy, 34 years of age now, right-hand hitter. Easler not much of a threat to steal, takes his lead. Palaio the pitch, outside, ball one.
Bob and I were talking last night about Lee Lacy and the high school he came out of in Oakland, California, McClymonds High, which has produced so many professional athletes.
Palaio's pitch didn't catch the corner. It's ball two. Yeah, one of the products of that high school to be honored this weekend over at Cooperstown.
You're right.
Frank Robinson enters the Hall of Fame along with Hank Aaron. I guess that's worthy of explanation as to why I'm here and who's missing on this rotation tonight, huh? Palaio's pitch inside, ball three, as Lacy steps out of the box. 3 balls, no strikes on Lacy. Man on, nobody away. Ralph Kiner, member of the Baseball Hall of Fame, is in Cooperstown for the weekend. Bob Murphy has moved over to television. I'm Jiggs McDonald along with Steve LaMar as Lacy draws a walk from Palaio. So the Pirates get something going. They'll have Easler at second, Lacy at first, nobody away, and a hard-hitting catcher, Tony Pena, the batter. Pena batting .467 against Mets pitching this year, .307 against the National League. In this series, 2 hits in 9 trips. Unusual for him, but he has been a good one. Turns out to the mound to have a chat with Charlie Palaio. Phil McQuett, the pitching coach, was out briefly as well. Palaio, who set the Pirates down 1-2-3 in the second and gave up back-to-back singles after getting first two men in the third, as the first 2 on here in the fourth. Pena, right-handed hitting catcher. First pitch is in there, called strike one. Easler at second, Lacy at first takes their lead. Brooks playing in on the grass at third. The pitch from Palaio swung on and fouled back of the plate. So it is strike 2. Pena to be followed by Berra, and then the pitcher McWilliams. Pena takes his time, having stepped out of the box. Now moves back in. Charlie checks for the signs from John Stern. And the 2-strike pitch on the way. Pena went around and is called out. He was trying to get away from it, but brought the bat around, and a big strikeout for Charlie Palaio. That's his 4th of this ball game. And he gets Pena for the 2nd time tonight. Now 1 away. Berra steps in. McWilliams in the on-deck circle. Mets lead 3-0. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors. The Pirates, no runs, 3 hits, and they have committed the only error of the ball game. Palaio's pitch is swung on, and a looper into right field. That'll score a run. Youngblood with a long throw to Stearns. Not in time. Easler slid under the tag. It was close at first as Youngblood gunned it into Stearns in a hurry, but not early enough to get Easler. So the Pirates are on the board, and they have runners at first and second with 1 away. Base hit for Dale Berra, his 2nd in this series, his 7th against the Mets, and he drives in a run.
The play was surprisingly close at the plate. A bloop out into right field. Youngblood with a great throwing arm, though, and he made a super throw to Stearns just a bit late, and Easler crossed the plate. No one had been able to nail down that right field position with the Mets. And in this series, Youngblood has not only played the position well, he has swung a mean bat, and he may be the heir apparent on a day-to-day basis in the right field area. Here's McWilliams, left-handed batter. He was out on strikes his only time up. Squares around the bunt, lays it down to Kingman. Over to Baylor in time. The sacrifice moves the runners to second and third as McWilliams goes out, scoring 3-4.
Now Lee Lacy is at third, and Berra is at second. 2 away. And the batter will be Omar Moreno. Moreno walked in the first inning, stole second, ended up at third before the inning was over. Fly to George Foster in left field. His second time up. And now has an opportunity to drive in a couple of runs with a base hit here. That's lead at 3-1. Moreno has batted in 30 runs on the year. 3 home runs. And his average now at 249. That's from the left side. Palaio checks the runners. Checks the sign, the delivery. Outside and high, ball 1 to Omar Moreno. Lacy takes his lead off third. Here's the pitch from Palaio. Again outside, ball 2. Tying runs on board for Omar Moreno. Charlie Palaio again checks the runners. 2-0 pitch. Upstairs, ball 3. Well, first base is open, but you've got Johnny Ray following Moreno, and then you've got Madlock. So it is not an easy batting order. Best hitting team in the National League. Here's the pitch from Palaio. Called strike 1. Right down the middle. So the count is 3 balls and a strike on Omar. Charlie's been in a jam several times tonight. Here's the wind, and the pitch is fouled back. So the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 away, 2 on. Playing at the top of the 4th. Moreno's batting average slipped to below 240 in June. The Pirates felt that he was lunging at pitches, swinging at bad balls. But he has a full count here. 2 away. We check the runners. Palaio at the belt. The pitch inside. He walks Moreno, and the bases are full. Second walk given up by Charlie in this inning. He walked 2 men back in the first. And here is Johnny Ray. Ray singled his last time up. Fly to left field his first trip to the plate tonight. And in this series, he has 5 hits in 9 trips to the plate. Batting .357 against the Mets. Ray bats from the left side. Palaio, the right-hand pitcher. Bases are full. 2 gone. First pitch. Outside and low. Ball 1.
This has been Charlie's problem this year. A lack of control at times. He averages 5 walks a ball game, and he has hurt himself tonight with walks.
He's given up more free passes than anybody in the Mets staff. Ray swings a high fly ball right field side. Youngblood gives it a chase. Up against the wall. Can't grab it. 1 run is in. The second run will score. Ball game is tied. A third run is in, and the Pirates get a triple from Johnny Ray to take the lead. Ray drove one high and deep into the right field corner. Youngblood made a leaping attempt but couldn't get it. And the Pirates lead 4-3 as Johnny Ray drives in Lacy, Berra, and Moreno.
Youngblood made a marvelous effort to try to catch that ball up against the wall, down near the corner. Just could not quite get the glove up high enough to get it. A triple for Ray to clear the bases.
And now here is Bill Madlock. First pitch from Palaio. Did he go around? Stearns appeals to first base umpire Pulley, who says no. Ball 1. A ball, no strikes on Bill Madlock. Johnny Ray at third. The Pirates lead the ball game 4-3. Inside, ball 2. Palaio. Well, as Steve said, Charlie goes along so far, and then all of a sudden, control problems. And that's what happened here in the 4th. Palaio, the wind, the pitch, called, strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. Activity in the Mets bullpen. Pat Zachary up and throwing. Vallejo, the stretch, the pitch, fouled on. So the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, but more importantly, the Pirates have had 4 men cross the plate. So the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ray takes his lead off third. The pitch from Vallejo swung on. High fly ball, center field. Mookie Wilson going back under it, makes the catch, and the Pirates are retired, but not before they do some damage. 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 man left, and after 3.5 innings, our score, Pittsburgh 4, the New York Mets 3.
Andy's Army and Navy in Schenectady has all-purpose shoes for every member of the family, men, women, and children, for running, casual, basketball, Babe Ruth, and Little League. Whatever the purpose, Andy's Army Navy has the shoe, and Andy's has the famous names: Puma, Nike, Converse, Pony, just to mention a few. So for super shoes, for all purposes, for the whole family, and at super savings, see Andy's Army and Navy, 717 Albany Street in Schenectady. Are you looking for a job but don't have any experience? Today's Navy doesn't ask for experience, it gives it. In the Navy, you get the experience that you need in the field that you want. Navy training is the finest in the world, and it opens up the door to an exciting and rewarding future. There are over 70 different fields to choose from in the Navy. Fields like electronics, communications, and aviation. If you're a high school graduate or have a GED, contact your local Navy recruiter and see what the future might hold for you. Sponsored by the U.S. Navy.
You're listening to Mets Baseball on WMVQ.
No secret that where dirt can really damage your car is on the inside in the engine. That's why you need AC's dirt fighting oil and air filters. AC oil filters have a rugged filtering material that helps filter out dirt to keep your engine clean. AC air filters are designed to include an oil-wetted filtering element to help promote dirt-holding capacity. Help protect your car's performance. Get dirt-fighting AC filters.
Fans see D or Bernie at B&L Auto Supply, 27 Fairfield Drive in New Fairfield, Connecticut.
Well, the Mets had scored only 1 run on Thursday night, 1 run Friday night against the Pirates. They had a 3-0 lead that was erased in the top of the 4th. The Pirates, 4 runs on 3 hits, but more importantly, Vallejo walked 2 men, and they came around to score on that triple by Johnny Ray. So it is 4-3 Pittsburgh as we go to the bottom of the 4th, and to lead it off, Dave. That'll be Foster. George Foster, then Stearns, and Hubie Brooks due up for the Mets here in the 4th. Foster hits a home run with Kingman on board. His first time up, that was back in the 2nd inning. The first pitch from McWilliams is a ball. Larry McWilliams, 6'5", 28-year-old left-hander out of Wichita, Kansas, now makes his home in Texas in the offseason. Second pitch is in there, called strike. The ball and a strike to George Foster. Atlanta drafted McWilliams in the 1st round in 1974. Made the big team in 79 after a very impressive stint in 78. Third pitch from McWilliams was a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Into the wind. The pitch called strike 2. Fastball.
At the Astrodome, the Giants beat the Astros 5-4 in the first game of their doubleheader. Lasky the win, Minton a save, Vern Rule the loser. Jack Clark his 19th home run. First game of a doubleheader.
Here the Mets trail 4-3. The pitch from McWilliams inside, and the count is full to Foster. Stearns in the on-deck circle. 1 game left in the series, and that is tomorrow afternoon at 1:35 at Shea Stadium. Foster steps back into the box. McWilliams wheels and deals. Foster swings and misses, and he's out on strike. George Foster strikes out for the 81st time this year. And I mention that only because he is not that far off the pace set by Dave Kingman. Now, you expect a slugger like Kingman to strike out more than anybody else. Kingman has struck out 92 times. Foster now, 81st strikeout time. And here is Stearns. First pitch is outside and low. Ball 1. 1 away. We're playing the bottom of the 4th. Pirates lead 4-3. McWilliams' pitch. High to Stearns. Ball 2. Stearns batting at .299. He'd added over 300. In fact, was up around the leaders in the National League back in June. McWilliams fires, swung on, liner, grabbed by Madlock at third, 2 away.
John has hit 2 bullets tonight and is 0 for 2. Got a hard ground ball to short, a low liner fielded on one hop by Dale Berra, who threw out Stearns in the second inning, and now this shot drilled right at Madlock.
And McWilliams with a chance to set the Mets down in order for only the second time tonight as Brooks steps in, and the first pitch is outside and low, ball 1. Ron Gardenhire on deck to be followed by the pitcher Charlie Palaio. McWilliams into the wind. The pitch swung on, bouncing ball. Shortstop Bear up with it. Over to Thompson in time, and the Mets go quietly. 1, 2, 3 in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. And after 4, the score at Shea Stadium, Pittsburgh 4, the New York Mets 3.
But for you, for being on the job and working hard all day. Here for you, you know it isn't only what you say, it's what you do. So here's to you, for all you do, the king of beers is coming through. For all you do, big buds for you. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
Fans, the Mets have a capital idea for you. It's the official Cap Day, set for Sunday, August 29th. We know that many of you were disappointed due to our Cap Day rainout back in June. Well, we've rescheduled the event so everybody can benefit. All fans on hand will get a handsome New York Mets cap in official team colors and insignia. So come on out and help fill Shea Stadium with Mets orange and blue. That's official Cap Day, Sunday, August 29th, when the Mets beat the Atlanta Braves. For tickets, call Charge It at area code 212-944-9300. Well, Jason Thompson was the only Pirate not to get to the plate in the 4th inning. He'll lead it off as we go to the 5th. And again, here's Steve LaMar.
Through 4 innings, the Pirates 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. The Mets 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Palaio deals to Thompson, and it's a fastball in there for a strike call. Thompson has drawn a walk, and he has flied to center. Palaio's delivery, a change away. Thompson, a big left-handed hitter. He'll be followed by Mike Easler and Lee Lacy. And the pitch. Ground ball out towards second base. Bobby Baylor goes up to get it, a high hopper, and he throws out Thompson. 1 man is gone in the 5th inning. At Philadelphia tonight, Manny Trio finally committed an error.
You're making that up.
No, I'm not.
Trio never makes any errors.
Well, this year that is just about true. Manny Trio had not made an error since opening day. He had a consecutive string of 89 errorless ball games. Stopped tonight, and he had handled 479 consecutive chances without an error. Made an error in the top of the 7th tonight. Ground ball towards second, hit by Easler. Bobby Baylor with an easy chance, throws out Mike, 2 down. That's a record-breaking streak for Manny Trio. He made an error against the Mets on opening day in Philadelphia on the first chance he had, and did not make another error until tonight against the Cubs at Veterans Stadium. Nobody on, 2 outs for the Pirates in the 5th inning. Here's Lee Lacy. First pitch drilled up the alley into left center field. A long run for Mookie and Foster. They won't get there. It's off the base of the wall. Mookie plays the relay in. It's an easy double for Lee Lacy. Lacy ripped that ball off the wall in left center field. We'll step out here for station identification. This is the New York Mets Baseball Network.
You are with 97 FM, WMVQ Amsterdam.
Steve LaMar with Jiggs McDonald at Shea Stadium. Glad you could join us tonight. 4-3 Pirates in the fifth inning. Lacey at second base, 2 down, and Tony Pena, the batter. He has struck out his 2 times up tonight. Pena batting .306, one of the top hitters in the league. And the first pitch from Palaio is high, ball 1. 1-0 to Lee Lacey. Easler the lead at second base. Or Lacey the lead at second. The pitch to Pena, lined out into right field. Youngblood comes on, makes the catch, and the inning is over. And Pena, in frustration, slams his batting helmet to the ground as he reached first base. He hit the ball hard, but Youngblood came on to make the play. No runs, 1 base hit, and 1 man left at second. We're in the middle of the fifth inning with a score. Pittsburgh 4, the Mets 3.
The great outdoors. If you're a homeowner, you may think they're not all that great, at least as far as your home is concerned. Kelly Lumber Company of Amsterdam, Johnstown, and Caroga Lake can't do your chores for you, but Kelly Lumber can provide you with the quality products and advice you need, whether it's a gallon or 2 of famous Pittsburgh paint or new shingles for your roof. Kelly has it all. For your home, inside or out, it's Kelly Lumber Company in Amsterdam, Johnstown, and Caroga Lake.
Honda made it simple, and Mohawk Honda in Schenectady will make it easy for you to own a new 82 Honda. You'll get a car price to match your budget, and then Mohawk Honda's computer diagnostics will help you keep your new Honda in top shape. If it's a used car, Mohawk Honda has a supply of pre-owned Hondas from steady customers who like to trade up. So come drive a fuel-efficient Honda soon. The selection has never been better at Mohawk Honda, 756 State Street, Schenectady.
You're listening to Mets Baseball on WMVQ.
4-3 Pirates heading to the last of the fifth inning, and the Mets will have Ron Gardenhire, Palaio, and Mookie Wilson. On the scoreboard, at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, after 7, Phillies 2, Cubs nothing. Mike Schmidt with a home run. At Olympic Stadium in Montreal, after 4, St. Louis 1, the Expos nothing. That's Ray Burris and Steve Muro. In the first game of a doubleheader, San Diego edged Cincinnati 5-4. Lawler over Seaver. Dave Dravecky, his first save of the year. Sixto Lezcano with 2 homers for the Padres. Paul Householder, a home run for Cincinnati. In the second game, Bob Shirley will pitch for the Reds and Eric Schau for the Padres. This afternoon, the Dodgers, behind Fernando Valenzuela, shut out Atlanta 3-0. A 6-hitter for Valenzuela, who picks up victory number 14. A home run by Dusty Baker, his 18th. Ron Gardenhire leads off for the Mets. First pitch hit in the air down the right field line. It may drop, and it does. Base hit. It heads off the railing. Gardenhire goes to second. Lacey's throw late. A double for Gardenhire. Well, Ron Gardenhire, who has struggled at the plate, both in this series against the Pirates, lashes one into right field, just fair, just landed inside the chalk. No more than 6-7 inches inside, and Lacey gave it the chase. Gardenhire into second and slid head first, but in before the throw from Lacey. So the Mets with their leadoff man at second base, and the pitcher, Charlie Palaio, will be the batter. Gardenhire's 12th double of the year. He is at second, no one out, and the Pirates, of course, will look for the bunt here from Charlie Palaio. Jason Thompson, very shallow on the grass at first base. Madlock at third is even with the grass. Now he charges. Here's the pitch, a strike call to Palaio. On that delivery, the Pirates were charging from the corners. Thompson from first, Madlock from third, and Dale Berra, the shortstop, was moving over to third to cover that bag in case there was a play there, and the Pirates had a chance to get Gardenhire. Palaio took the pitch for a strike, and now Frank Howard wants to talk with him. A conference of short duration. Howard goes back to the coach's box at third, and Palaio back up to the plate. Now a meeting on the mound. McWilliams, Madlock, and the catcher, Tony Pena. Now Pena coming back behind the plate. Madlock over to third. Madlock up at the cut of the grass. Thompson very shallow at first base. Larry McWilliams, the left-hander, set. Here's the pitch. And Palaio takes strike 2 called. It is 0-2. Mets down by a run, 4-3. They have Gardenhire at second. No one out in the 5th inning. Spot where the Mets have to get that runner over. Howard goes through the signs again. Palaio around to bunt. The pitch bunted foul, and he's out of there. So Charlie could not get the job done. Goes as a strikeout. That's number 4 for Larry McWilliams.
Well, some of the fans booing. You know that it's an automatic out as he squares the bunt unless he is successful. Charlie was not. But Charlie is not alone. A lot of the Mets have not been successful in efforts to move the runner this year. Now here's Mookie Wilson with Gardenhire still at second base and 1 away.
Mookie was called out on strikes in the 1st inning. Then he got a hustle double in the 3rd. He hit what would have appeared to have been a routine single to left center and legged it out for a double. And he scored a run when Youngblood reached on an error in that 3rd inning. 1 out. Pitch to Mookie, a slow hopper, third base side of the mound. McWilliams gloves it and throws him out. 2nd out of the inning as Gardenhire moves along to 3rd. So now the Mets have the tying run at 3rd, but there are 2 men down. And Bob Baylor is coming up. Pena has gone out to the mound again to talk with Larry McWilliams. San Francisco and Houston playing a doubleheader at the Astrodome tonight. The Giants won the first game 5-4. Second game pitchers will be Lacoste and Hamaker. Bob Baylor, the batter. Bob hitting .286, 0 for 2 tonight, is grounded to short and popped to short. Larry McWilliams from the windup delivers, and it's popped a foul out of play behind the plate. Strike 1. The end of 1 in Texas. The Rangers 3, the Yankees nothing. Doyle Alexander against Charlie Huff. Gardenhire at 3rd, 2 down. Williams steps off, fluffs Gardenhire back to 3rd. Ron had a pretty good lead. Here's the pitch by McWilliams. Inside to Baylor. 1 ball and 1 strike. Baylor starting his 53rd game of the year tonight. Getting his 32nd start at second base. In a spot here where he can drive in the tying run. The pitch. Bounced foul off to the left of the plate. And McWilliams is ahead of Baylor. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Cardinals got a run in the top of the 5th inning at Montreal. They lead the Expos 2-0. Montreal hitting in the last of the 5th inning. San Diego did not score in the top of the 1st inning at Cincinnati in their 2nd game tonight. Swinging a bouncer foul down the 3rd baseline. It is still 1-2. Padres won their 1st game 5-4 over the Reds. Baltimore and Kansas City, no score after 1. That's Vida Blue for the Royals and Mike Flanagan for the Birds. Boston at Chicago, no score after 1. Eckersley and Burns. The pitch. Baylor with a ground ball, 3rd baseline foul. Gloved by Madlock behind the bag. And the count remains 1-2 to Bobby Baylor. Pirates in front, 4-3. The Mets had a 3-0 lead. Foster hit a 2-run homer in the 2nd inning. Madlock made a throwing error, allowing a run to score in the 3rd. It was 3-0. Then the Pirates got 4 in the 4th inning. 1 on a single by Berra, 3 on a triple with the bases loaded by Johnny Ray. Charlie Palaio gave up 3 hits in that 4th inning and walked 2 men. Both of the men who walked scored. 4-3 Pirates, bottom of the 5th. 2 down, a 1-2 count to Baylor with Gardenhire 3rd. McWilliams delivers. Away from Baylor, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2 to Bob Baylor. And the pitch. Inside, it's 3-2. The on-deck man is Joel Youngblood. Three balls, 2 strikes to Baylor. 2 men gone. Gardenhire is at third, 90 feet away from scoring the tying run. The pitch fouled away up on the screen, and it's still 3-2. Baylor hitting at .250 against Pirates pitching. Probably hitting only .200 since the All-Star break. Looking for a big hit here. Omar Moreno well over into right center field for Bobby Baylor. Outfield rather shallow. Easler well off the left field line. Here's the pitch by McWilliams. Ground ball right back to Larry McWilliams. He gloves it and throws out Baylor, and that's all for the Mets in inning number 5. No runs, a leadoff double, and a man left at third. So at the end of 5 at Shea Stadium, it's Pittsburgh 4, the Mets 3.
Improving an economy car's driving performance can be expensive. High-performance exhaust system, $150. Fuel injection, $250. Turbocharging, $1,800. But you may not have to spend your money upgrading with expensive car parts if you can upgrade with an economical gasoline. Like new Getty Unleaded Plus, the unleaded gasoline that helps your car get premium performance at a regular price. It helps relieve the knocks, pings, and strain on your wallet. Next time you need a fill-up, take your cap off to Getty, a luxury every economy-minded driver can afford. New Getty Unleaded Plus. Unleaded Plus may not be available at some stations.
Getty and Shadow Traffic are offering free $3 discount coupons for up to 4 general admission tickets to Encore, commemorating 50 years of entertainment at Radio City Music Hall. Coupons are available at participating Getty stations while the supply lasts, no purchase necessary.
Juvenile Mart and Sleep Shop in Flushing is ready to go to bat for you with a swinging savings on Super Sealy bedding. Come on in now for your best selection. And make sure you touch all bases. Juvenile Mart is loaded with specials throughout the store. They are true betting professionals who know how to give you the best night's sleep at the greatest price. So come on in now to Juvenile Mart, Queens' largest juvenile furniture store, 15805 Northern Boulevard in Flushing. You'll walk out with a winner, Sealy, really.
Dale Berra.
Pittsburgh shortstop Dale Berra starts things in the 6th inning for the Pirates against Charlie Palaio. Palaio has allowed 6 base hits and 4 runs. All 4 runs have been earned. Here's the pitch to Berra, taken for a strike. It is 0-1. Palaio has walked 4 batters tonight, and he has struck out 4. The 0-1 pitch by Charlie. Fastball looped down the right field line. That'll be a base hit for Berra. Youngblood chases it. He'll come up with it and hold Berra to a single. A soft single to right for Dale Berra. He has his 2nd hit of the night. Now, Larry McWilliams due to bat.
Larry had not been out in the on-deck circle. Takes the jacket off, grabs the bat out of the rack, and heads out there. The big
left-handed hitting pitcher, left-handed hitting batter as well.
Larry McWilliams.
McWilliams struck out in the third inning and sacrificed in the fourth. Hubie Brooks looking for the sacrifice bunt right now. He's up on the grass at third. Berra at first, no one out. Now the stretch by Palaio. Here's the pitch. McWilliams around the bunt, lays it down, first base side of the mound. Palaio looks to second, throws to first for the out. So Berra has been moved along. It goes Palaio to Baylor, 1-4, and another sacrifice bunt for Larry McWilliams.
You know, talking to the Pittsburgh people, Steve, they share the opinion that they, along with the other contenders in the National League East, all are in need of pitching help, a good starting pitcher. They may be overlooking the fact that McWilliams has done the job and may be able to continue to do the job. That's where the month of August is going to be so very important to this Pittsburgh team. He has come over, new surroundings, got off to a good start. If he can continue, and he just did an excellent job of moving the runner along, if he can continue to pitch as well and bat as well as he has, they may not need the pitching help.
Pat Zachary loosening up now in the New York bullpen. Palaio delivers to Moreno. It's a fly ball into left center field. Mookie's going to handle it, makes the catch, 2 men down. Moreno out on a fly ball to Mookie in left center field, and the hitter will be Johnny Ray, who tripled in 3 runs his last time at bat. Well, McWilliams has given the Pittsburgh Pirates a real shot in the arm. And, of course, with Don Robinson and John Candelaria coming back from injuries and pitching so well, like Chuck Tanner says, it's like making a major trade without giving anybody up.
Yep. And the contribution of this man at the plate as well, Johnny Ray.
He has been so important to the Pirates. Here's the pitch to him. Slider in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Ray 2 out of 3 tonight. And 6 for 10 in this series.
He could very well be the first Pittsburgh Pirate ever to be named National League Rookie of the Year. That's hard to believe.
It is. Berra leads at second. The pitch high and tight. It was right at the batting helmet of Johnny Ray, and he got out of there in a hurry and then took a quick look out toward Charlie Palaio. And looking at the replay, I don't blame him for getting out of there in a hurry. 1 ball, 1 strike. Berra at second, 2 men down. Pirates out in front, 4-3 in the top of the 6th. Palaio delivers fastball, grounded to Baylor. He's got it. Here's the throw to Kingman, and Palaio's out of the inning. No runs, a leadoff base hit, and a man left at second. We're in the middle of the 6th. With the score, the Pirates 4, the New York Mets 3.
There's nothing like the flavor of meat or poultry cooked on an outdoor grill. But there's also nothing like the inconvenience involved with outdoor cooking, like handling messy charcoal and lighter fluid. You can avoid all of this and enjoy your barbecues to the fullest with a Duquesne gas grill from Amsterdam Oil Heat. Duquesne gas grills are versatile, efficient, and just plain fun. Duquesne gas grills sport such innovative features as the Rotissegrate and Lava Grate, a porcelainized steel cooking grid, 3 completely independent burners for grilling and rotissing, and VisuGlow, which allows you to see that the grill is lit even in the brightest sunlight. And there is a wide variety of Duquesne gas grills from which to choose, so there is sure to be one that meets your needs and matches your budget. See what makes the Duquesne gas grill stand out from all the rest. Stop in soon at Amsterdam Oil Heat Corporation, 164 West Main Street.
You're listening to Mets Baseball on WMVQ.
Freedom of choice has arrived for car owners. Freedom of choice means that now famous Delco Freedom batteries are available in 4 different series to fit your price and performance needs. Every Delco Freedom battery is maintenance-free. You never have to add water. From the top-of-the-line Freedom 60 to the budget price Freedom 30. That's Delco battery quality and freedom of choice.
Stop in at the Auto Advice Squad, 166A Seacliff Avenue in Glen Cove.
On the Diamond Vision scoreboard, why don't you stand up and take a bow?
Mets coming to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. against Larry McWilliams. The Pirates are in front 4-3, and they've out-hit the Mets 7-3 tonight.
I was just going to comment, we had the fashion show prior to the game tonight, and the Mets' magic moment on Diamond Vision. Anytime you're out here at Shane, we found a model in the crowd, or the cameraman did tonight. Very attractive lady is the winner of all the prizes.
You know, notice how that works out. A lot of times it is a very attractive lady who winds up with all the prizes.
I'm not going to touch that line.
Joel Youngblood, Dave Kingman, and George Foster for the Mets in the home 6th inning. The Mets with only 3 base hits. Foster a homer in the second following a walk to Kingman. Mookie Wilson with a double with 1 out in the 3rd, and he scored. Ron Gardenhire with a leadoff double in the 5th. He was stranded at 3rd. 4-3 Pirates. Joel Youngblood has struck out and reached on an error. First delivery lined, and Madlock makes the catch. Going to his left, sticking out the glove, lunging and pulling down that hard-hit line drive by Youngblood.
Well, Madlock has played the position well. That's 2 tonight. He robbed Stearns back in the 4th, and here in the 6th, first pitch to Youngblood, lasted. And Madlock, amazing. 31 years old now. He came up with a big grab off Youngblood.
Now Dave Kingman drew a walk and scored in the 2nd inning. Grounded out to Madlock in the 3rd. The pitch by McWilliams. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
And a big swing by Kingman.
Mets trailing 4-3. We're in the last of the 6th inning. And McWilliams with a pitch. That is inside to Dave Kingman. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kingman in the month of July, and it's been a great month for him in the power department. 9 home runs and 21 runs batted in. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Kingman again with a big cut. With that sinker dropping down on Kingman, and he couldn't find it. 1-2. Kingman with 318 lifetime home runs. He is tied with Roy Sievers for the 41st spot on the all-time list. The pitch. Just missing away. 2-2. Bases empty, 1 out in the 6th inning. The pitch. Kingman with a weak swing and a miss is out of there. That is number 5 for Larry McWilliams. He has walked only 1 man tonight. And the walk, of course, did hurt him. He walked Kingman in the 2nd, and Foster followed with a long home run over the right field wall.
McWilliams has been breezing along. The one mistake that stands out, and there haven't been very many tonight, but the key would be the gopher ball to George Foster. Of course, George got the green light on a 3-0 pitch and put it over the right field wall.
Foster up there now. The pitch to him missed low and inside, ball 1. Foster with a 2-run homer in the 2nd and struck out in the 4th. The outfield about straight away and deep for George. Now the 1-0 pitch. That's a strike called at the letters, and it's 1-1. Pirates 4, the Mets 3 in the last of the 6th. Pirate pitchers now have given up only 5 earned runs in their last 52 innings. High fly ball hit to right field. Lacey will have a play. He comes in on it, makes the catch, and the Mets are gone in order in inning number 6, and McWilliams is now retired the last 6 batters. No runs, no hits, nobody left, and after 6 at Shea Stadium, the Pirates 4, the Mets 3.
This buzz for you for being on the job and working hard all day. to you. You know there's no one else who does it quite the way you do. All you do, this buzz for you. For all you do, this buzz for you. This buzz for you. And I love, of course, St. Louis.
Through 6 innings at Shea Stadium, Pittsburgh 4 runs, 7 hits. The Mets 3 runs and 3 base hits. We move to the 7th inning, and Jiggs McDonald.
All right, Steve LaMar, due up for the Pirates here in inning 7. It'll be Madlock, Thompson, and Easler. The ball game at Philadelphia is over, and the home run by Schmidt stood up as the winning run. Phillies added another in the 7th to defeat Chicago 2-0. So the Phillies have won 4 straight, and the Cubs on the other end of the streak have lost 8 in a row now. Winning pitcher was Ripley. Tidrow came on in relief. Excuse me, the winning pitcher was Bystrom. Ripley, the loser, is now 3-4. The Mets trail 4-3. Madlock leans into the first pitch from Palaio. High fly ball. Foster is there to make the grab. He came over near the line in left field. And Madlock is down to open up the 7th inning. That'll bring up Jason Thompson. Thompson drew a walk in the first. Fly to Mookie Wilson in center field in the 3rd inning. And grounded to Bob Baylor his last time up in the 5th. Pirates, 4 runs, 7 hits. The Mets with only 3 hits. Larry McWilliams, but they have 3 runs in this ball game. Thompson, who had been in the on-deck circle, went back to the dugout and now strides toward the plate. Jason Dolph Thompson, primarily a pitcher at Apple Valley High School, went to California State at Northridge, California. Steps out of the box, heads back toward the on-deck circle. Perhaps he wanted the pine tar, but that's not the case. He's going to get a different bat. Thompson up with nobody on and 1 away here in the top of the 7th. We've talked so many times in the past about Thompson playing out his option. Mentioned earlier tonight that he reportedly is happy in Pittsburgh. The Pirates, after acquiring him a couple of years ago, tried to send him on to the Yankees, as you recall, but the baseball commissioner stepped in. Too much money involved in the deal for his liking, and Thompson stayed in Pittsburgh. So he steps in. Palaio checks with John Stearns into the wind. The delivery swung on and missed. Thompson, big cut at that pitch from Charlie Palaio. No activity in either bullpen. Well, now we get a couple of folks up in the Pirate pen, and Thompson swings, high fly ball. Shortstop Gardenhire calling for it, makes the catch, and 2 away. Well, in the past, this is where Charlie has found himself in the problem area. After getting the first runner, or the first batter at least, and then the second, he is fallen behind, and Easler comes to the plate now. He singled in the 4th inning, came around to score. First time up, he grounded to Hubie Brooks. Last time, grounded out to Baylor. So he's 1 for 3 tonight with a run scored. And Jerry Crawford wants to have a look at the baseball. Walks out to the mound, checks it out, and hands it back to Charlie Palaio. Pirates lead 4-3. They have out-hit the Mets 7-3. So Easler steps in, 2 away. Palaio into the wind. The pitch swung on, and a hit into right field. Bouncing to Youngblood, who is up with it. Easler takes the turn, and comes back to first. So again, after getting the first 2 batters, Charlie Palaio gives up a hit. And here is Lee Lacy. Lacy with his best year ever as far as base stealing. He has 28 steals and thrown out 9 times. Pitch from Palaio swung on and fouled back into the seats. Strike 1. Leondis Lacy, born in Longview, Texas, now lives in Calabasas, California, a suburb of greater Los Angeles. Lacy, 34 now. That's from the right side. Palaio takes a look. The pitch is swung on, fouled back into the seats again. So Charlie is out in front of Lee Lacy. No balls, 2 strikes. Two away. Outfield straight away for Lacy. Easler takes his lead off first. Palaio checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Up high and inside. Ball 1. Correct the count. It's a ball and a strike to Lacy. Playing in the top of the 7th at Shea Stadium. I'm Jiggs McDonald, along with Steve LaMar, and Lacy fouls it back into the seat. Nice grab by a fan down below us in the club level. So we get a delivery of new baseballs as Lacy steps out of the box. Checks with Lynette, the third base coach. Easler takes his lead. And Charlie Palaio looks in for the sign. A ball and 2 strikes on Lee Lacy. Here's the pitch. Tight. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Lacy. An activity now in the Mets bullpen as Neil Allen is up and throwing. Pitch from Palaio, again inside, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th, it'll be Stearns, Brooks, and Gardenhire. And if they should get something going, the pitcher would be due up after Gardenhire. Palaio checks the runner. The pitch, weak swing, and he did go around. Lacy is called out on strikes, and the Pirates go down here in the 7th. No runs on 1 hit. And 1 man left. So after 6.5, our score, Pittsburgh Pirates 4, New York Mets 3.
If you're looking for the best mobile home you can find, Sunshine Mobile Homes has just the one for you. They are the exclusive dealer of mobile homes by Holiday. Holiday is America's finest built custom home. There are many features available. You can even design the home of your dreams. Holiday homes are built up to 75 feet long with 2 or 3 bedrooms to fit your needs. It's Sunshine Mobile Homes, Route 30 in Mayfield and Vale Mills, for the most reasonable prices in the area.
At Sunshine Mobile Homes, my friend, we're America's good old boy.
Now,
oh yeah!
is offering rebates on Plymouth imports. Rebates of $300, $400, even as much as $500 on Champs and Sapporos, and Schenectady Chrysler Plymouth has several models from which to choose. Stop in and make your selection now and take advantage of a $300, $400, or $500 rebate on Plymouth imports at Schenectady Chrysler Plymouth at 1016 and 1040 State Street, Schenectady. 23 years young and still going strong.
You're listening to Mets Baseball on WMVQ.
Well, as we go to the bottom of the 7th, we'll have a new pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and it'll be their veteran man out of the bullpen. The sidearm delivery of Kent DeCovey will be the next to face the Mets. Before John Stearns steps in to lead things off, let's pause for station identification. This is the New York Mets Baseball Network.
You're listening to Mets Baseball on WMVQ.
So Kent DeCovey comes on for the Pirates. They lead the Mets by a 4-3 score. DeCovey has certainly done the job. He has not allowed a hit in his last 5 relief appearances. 6 in the 3rd innings. Picked up 3 saves in that time, and since a strike of a year ago, he has appeared in a total of 82 games and allowed only 30 earned runs in 124 innings. That's an ERA of 2.18. 35 years of age now, 6'4", 175 pounds. So after the left-hander McWilliams had allowed only 3 hits through 6 innings, here's DeColvey. He'll face John Stearns, leading it off in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch, Stearns moved through to bunt, but strike 1. Stearns batting at .298, has 4 homers on the year and has driven in 25 runs. Has hit the ball hard both times up tonight. One to the shortstop, Barrow. The other a liner that was grabbed by Madlock. And the pitch from DeColvey, outside, ball 1. The count is even, a ball and a strike to Stearns. Against Pittsburgh pitching, Stearns was batting .286 at the start of this ball game, and only 2 hits in 8 official at-bats in the first 2 games. A swing and a ground ball. Madlock up with it. Long throw in time to get Stearns, and 1 away. Madlock had to charge in toward the mound to grab that bouncing ball off the bat of Stearns. That brings up Hubie Brooks. Hubie flied out, first time up, and grounded to the shortstop Barrett back in the 4th inning.
That's third baseman, Hubie Brooks.
Hubie had been on the disabled list for a long time because of that hamstring problem. Got back with the club during the road trip to the West Coast after the All-Star break. They call the end of the wind, the sidearm delivery. Low and inside, ball 1. Only 3 hits for the Mets, but they have 3 runs on the board. Pirates, on the other hand, 4 runs on 8 hits. 1 away. And now Hubie Brooks steps out of the box. Time is called by plate umpire Jerry Crawford.
Would you say the Pirate bullpen has been doing the job?
That would be an understatement.
Would it ever?
We talked about the San Diego bullpen earlier this year. They have done a great job. Hubie swings and misses. The count is a ball and a strike. You get a guy like DeColvey, who's back in the form that he had in the Pirate heydays. And Scurry, you can't overlook Rod Scurry. He has done a super job out of the bullpen as well. But tonight we see DeColvey. DeColvey into the wind. The pitch outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike on Hubie Brooks.
Pirate bullpen with an ERA of 0.74 in its last 14 games.
DeColvey winds, fires, swing and a miss, strike 2. Nobody on, 1 away, playing the bottom of the 7th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Hubie Brooks. DeColvey checks the signs from Pena. Pena in the crouch, the delivery, swing, and fouled into the seats down the first base side. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ron Gardenhire on deck, and then the pitcher Charlie Palaio due up. And we've got activity in the Mets bullpen. DeColvey into the wind. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball, base hit. Left field side. Up with it is Easler. Gets it into the infield where Berra cuts it off, and Hubie Brooks has only the 4th hit of the night for the Mets. His first of the ball game, and that'll bring up Gardenhire, who doubled the last time up. But now he's called back to the dugout, and Rusty Staub is coming out. Staub was 1 for 1 as a pinch hitter last night. So Rusty Staub will pinch hit for Ron Gardenhire. Brooks is at first. Palaio comes out to the on-deck circle. And now we get a meeting on the mound. Pena out to talk to DeColvey. Darren Madlock talking it over with second baseman Johnny Ray. Now they go back to their respective positions, and Jerry Crawford is headed out to the mound to ask Pena to speed it up.
Rusty Staub as a pinch batter has gone 8 for 38 this year. And with his 8 hits, he has driven in 6 runs as a pinch hitter.
Rusty batting at .229. He bats from the left side against the right-hand throwing Kent Tekulve. 1 on, 1 away. Hubie Brooks takes his lead from first. Crowd starts to pick up the chant, "Let's go Mets." Tekulve into the wind. The pitch is way outside. Ball 1. Mets trailed 4-3. They led 3-0. And then in the 4th inning, the Pirates scored 4 times. They're playing the bottom of the 7th. Big crowd at Shea Stadium. Tekulve into the stretch. Comes set, fires. Staub at a notion, but it's low. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes on Rusty Staub. Frank Howard runs through a set of signs at third base. Staub has the one that he needs. Tekulve into the stretch. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. So 2 balls and a strike. Ball got away from Pena, but out in front of the plate, no damage done. What have we got tomorrow afternoon as far as a pitching matchup is concerned, Steve?
It appears that it will be Mike Scott for the Mets and former Chicago White Sox left-hander Ross Baumgarten for the Pirates. Baumgarten picked up in spring training by the Pirates in a trade with the White Sox.
Mets haven't seen him this year. Here's Tekulve's pitch. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike on Rusty Staub.
At Montreal, St. Louis scored 5 times in the 6th. Cardinals lead the Expos 7-0. Cincinnati 1-0 over San Diego in the 2nd inning of their 2nd game. The Padres won the first one 5-4.
And here the Mets trying to break a losing streak, but they trail the Pirates 4-3. A man on, 1 away. The pitch to Staub. Ball 4. Rusty draws a walk from Kent Tekulve. So the Mets, with the tying run at second, the go-ahead run potentially at first base, and Charlie Palaio is called back to the dugout, and here comes Mike Jorgensen. So Jorgensen will pinch hit for the pitcher, Charlie Palaio. Jorgensen, as a pinch hitter, has been to the plate 23 times, 7 hits, has driven in 3 runs, and there'll be a pinch runner for Rusty Staub. Wally Backman will run for Staub. So Backman is at first. Hubie Brooks is at second. And the batter is Mike Jorgensen. 1 man down here in the bottom of the 7th. And Jorgensen was hitting a .262. 1 home run, and overall 9 runs batted in. Stats I gave you earlier. His record as a pinch hitter. Tekulve checks the runners. Now checks for the signs from Pena. Jorgensen, left-handed batter, steps in. First pitch from Tekulve. Cuts the corner. Strike 1. Jorgensen taking all the way. Tekulve steps back on the rubber. Runners take their lead. The outfield playing Jorgensen straight away. The pitch from Tekulve, a swing and a miss, strike 2. And quickly he's out in front of Jorgensen. No balls and 2 strikes. Neil Allen continues to warm in the Mets bullpen. Two strike count on Jorgensen, 1 away. Wilson will be next. Tekulve into the stretch. Here's the pitch, way outside, and Pena, nice move to block that. So a ball and 2 strikes on Jorgensen. Mets scored 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. Held a 3-0 lead, and then the Pirates, in the 4th inning, came up with 4 runs on 3 hits, but walked did in Charlie Palaio in that inning as he walked Lacey and Moreno. Both came around to score. McDonald comes set. Here's the pitch. Again outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second. Brooks at second. Wally Backman, running for pinch hitter Rusty Staub, is on at first. And 50,000 plus in the ballpark watching Tekulve. Into the stretch. The pitch. Swung on. Line drive. Center field. 1 run will score. It's rolling all the way to the track. Here's Backman around third. Here will score, and the Mets lead. The Mets takes the lead 5-4 on a key pinch hit from Mike Jorgensen. A 2-2 count, and Jorgensen going with the pitch from Tekulve, lashed it over the head of Barrows, rolled to the track between Easler and Moreno, and around came Brooks. Around came Wally Backman, and the Mets lead it 5-4. You talk about a clutch base hit and about a perfectly placed base hit. Moreno was over toward right center for Jorgensen, and Jorgie put it up the alley into left center. With something on it, it rolled to the wall. And now Chuck Tanner has some more activity in the Pirates bullpen, and we're going to get an intentional walk for Mookie Wilson. Well, it was a walk to Gardenhire that resulted in the go-ahead run. Brooks came around and you'll get Wilson on with an intentional pass. Randy Neiman is the man warming up for the Pirates in the bullpen in left field. Mets had only been able to get 3 hits off Larry McWilliams through 6 innings. Here in the 7th, they've touched Tekulve for 2, and the key hit, pinch hit by Mike Jorgensen. So Wilson trots down to first. Jorgensen is at second, and Baylor will be the batter. And only 1 away. Mets lead 5-4. 2 men on. Baylor bats from the right side. Baylor grounded to Berra his first time up. Hit a pop fly that was handled by the second baseman, Johnny Ray, and tapped it back to the pitcher the last time. 2 on, 1 away. Tekulve comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And, well, it was fouled back Pena, and he is getting up slowly. Not an easy position to play by any stretch of the imagination, and Pena is now going to draw some attention from the Pirate training staff. It caught him just on the inside of his left foot, but he's okay.
These runs that have been scored by the Mets are to the benefit of Charlie Palaio, who becomes the pitcher of record on the long side right now. He could win it if the Mets hold on.
Playing in the bottom of the 7th. Mets have scored 2. They've got 2 on and only 1 away. And a 1-strike count on Bob Baylor. Tekulve at the belt. The pitch, swing, and a slow down ball. Madlock up, long throw. Not in time. Bases are loaded. Infield hit for Bob Baylor. Loads them up. Bouncing ball, third base side. Very slow. Madlock charged it. And Baylor got down the line as well as I've seen him move down the line all year long. Beat the throw from Madlock. Thompson went high to field it, but Baylor was safe. So we've got Baylor at first, Mookie Wilson at second, and at third base, Mike Jorgensen. Jorgensen delivered the key hit of the inning, scoring 2 runs. And here is Joel Youngblood. He has had a big series against the Pirates till tonight. He was safe on an error in the 3rd inning after striking out in the 1st. Line one that Madlock grabbed his last time up. Chuck Tanner up on the dugout steps, directing people around in the outfield. They shade Youngblood around to the right side. So the base is loaded, one away. McCovey at the belt. Here's the pitch. Swung on, up the middle, base hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs will score. Around the third goes Baylor. Youngblood holds at first, and Joel Youngblood continues his hot hitting against the Pirates, and the Mets lead it 7-4. Youngblood drives in 2. And you hear the crowd, 50,130 in the ballpark tonight, of which 48,358 are paid. And the Mets giving them something to cheer about. Runners at the corners. And it is a 7-4 New York lead as Dave Kingman steps in. He is the 8th Met to come to the plate against McCovey here in the bottom of the 7th. 4 runs have scored. Remember all those amazing stats I was giving you? Kingman swings at the first pitch. High fly ball. Not deep enough to score the run. They're going to try it. No, just a bluff. And Baylor is back to third as Kingman flying into shallow center field where it was handled by Moreno. So now 2 away. 2 men on. But more importantly, 4 runs have crossed the plate. Well, McCovey having his problems. McWilliams, who had allowed the Mets only 3 hits, has gone to the showers. McCovey has come on here in the 7th and given up not only the 4 runs, but 4 hits. So George Foster steps in against McCovey. Stearns is on deck. McCovey comes next. Runners at first and third. The pitch to Foster called strike 1. Got Youngblood at first. Bob Baylor at third. Two walks in the inning. Both of them have come around to score. So we're even in that area. McCovey's pitch is outside to Foster. The count even, a ball and a strike. Playing the bottom of the 7th. 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Mets. 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. The Pirate line score. Rusty Staub had a big pinch hit single here in this inning. The pitch to Foster is swung on. It was outside, and he fouls it down the first base side. Count, a ball and 2 strikes. This is the tonic the doctor ordered. It was just late arriving. When you see McCovey come in there and you know of his abilities and that sidearm so tough to hit, you don't expect to greet him like this, but it's pleasant. McCovey, the pitch, behind Foster. Did he hit him? No. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, 2 on. Fans still oohing and awing in that sidearm delivery. McCovey takes the cap off, mops the brow, now steps back up on the mound. Moreno in center field, straight away. So is Easler and Lacey. Left and right, swing and a miss by Foster, and the Mets send 9 men to the plate. And in the inning, they get 4 runs on 4 hits and strand 2. But through 7, the Mets are back in front. Our score, the New York Mets 7, the Pittsburgh Pirates 4.
Right now, Modell's Betting and Dinette at East Meadow, Center Reach, Comac, and Bayshore has a lineup of championship betting, all very specially priced. You'll feel like you've just stolen a base. Prices are so low. Modell's will help you pick the comfort you want, the firmness you need, at a price that meets your budget. So come on in to Modell's now. They've got great values throughout the store, and they're ready to give you the best deal on the best betting that money can buy. Modell's Betting and Dinette at East Meadow, Center Reach, Comac, and Bayshore. Attention, all you artists out there. We hope you're getting ready for the Mets Banner Day contest. You could win some valuable prizes. This year, our Banner Day will be held on Sunday, August 15th. And as many of you know, Banner Day is truly a Mets original. This is the day you get to show your creative talents right on the field.
There'll be thousands of dollars worth of prizes given away, including a grand prize, all expense-paid trip for two. Other prizes include a giant screen color TV, home video recorder, console stereo, and more. Please remember that only those banners carried by one or two persons will be permitted in the contest. Banners will be judged on neatness and originality. The on-field parade will run between games of the Mets-Cubs doubleheader, so sharpen up those drawing skills. Be sure to buy tickets now for Banner Day at Shea, Sunday, August 15th. Call Charge It at 212-944-9300.
Mike Jorgensen came on as a pinch hitter for Charlie Palaio and came up with a big hit for the Mets in the bottom of the seventh. And the new pitcher for the New York Mets will be Neil Allen. Allen worked in last night's ball game, pitched an inning, allowed one hit, struck out two. His record is 3 wins and 6 losses, making his 45th appearance of the season, all of them in relief. Tony Pena will lead it off for the Pirates. He'll be followed by Berra and the pitcher. First pitch to swing and a miss. And Allen gets out in front of Pena. Baylor has gone to short. Backman is at second base. The changes in the Mets defensively and the infield. So Bob Baylor moves over to short. And Wally Backman is the new second baseman as Gardenhire comes out of the ball game. Staub, of course, pinch hit for him. Pena slaps one between third base and short, so Pena, the leadoff batter, is on to open up the top of the 8th. One strike pitch from Neil Allen, fastball, and Pena put it up the gap. So that brings up Dale Berra. Berra has singled in each of his last 2 trips to the plate after striking out in the second inning. He came around to score in the 4th and got stranded at second after leading off the 6th inning with a single. First pitch is strike 1. Neil Allen on the mound in relief of Charlie Palaio. As Steve pointed out, Palaio, the pitcher of record at this point in the ball game. Fastball. Berra fouls it down the first base side. Bounces off the wall and out into right field, and Berra broke his bat. So Dale Berra goes to the bat rack. 25 years of age now. Pirates' first pick 7 years ago. Came up to the Pirates in 78. Split 79 in the minors, and then stuck after playing at Niagara Falls, Charleston, Columbus, and Portland. Pitch from Allen is a call, strike 3. Berra didn't get the bat off the shoulder, and there's one away. Berra, a strikeout victim for the second time tonight. He's 2 for 4 on the evening.
That was the Neil Allen curveball.
And we're going to get a look at Willie Stargell as a pinch hitter. Stargell will bat for Covey, and the crowd applauding. Pop. Willie been used basically in a pinch hitting role for the Pirates this season. Common knowledge that he is going to retire at the end of this campaign. And you know, when his turn comes, he will go to the Hall of Fame. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Big cut by Wilbur.
Wilbur Stargell has hit 3 pinch hit home runs this year for the Pirates. He has 11 pinch hit RBIs.
In his career, 1,535 ribbies. Second pitch from Allen is called, strike 2. He's just 2 RBIs behind Joe DiMaggio, who's in 21st place on the all-time list. 475 career homers, ranking him in a tie for 14th place on the all-time list with Stan the Man. And in games in which Stargell has come through with a late-inning pinch hit, the Pirates have won 7 and lost only 2. He's up here with a man on. Pena at first base takes his lead. Neil Allen Winds and fires. Struck him out. Swing and a miss. And Sargel has gone on strike. So Allen, after giving up the leadoff single to Pena, has come back to strike out Berra. And now Sargel. And we go to the top of the order for Omar Moreno. 2 away here in the top of the 8th. Mets lead 7-4. They'd led 3-0, trailed 4-3, and then got 4 big runs in the bottom of the 7th. Mets outfield shaded around to the right for Moreno. Moreno came in batting .250. Allen's pitch is a called strike. Moreno with 3 homers, but you get him on, and he's a racehorse. 47 stolen bases, including 1 here tonight. Allen into the wind. The pitch fouled off. First base side. So quickly, Neil Allen is out in front of Moreno. 2 strikes, no balls. Johnny Ray would be next. Ray, who had such a big night on Friday night, has come back Saturday night with a single and a triple. Let's get Moreno first. Allen comes set. Here's the pitch, outside and high. Ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes on Omar Moreno. '29-year-old Moreno from Panama, 6'3" and 170 pounds. We talk about spending time in the minors. He was there 8 years. And Allen's pitch fails to catch the corner. The count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Omar hasn't missed a game since June 17th of '79. Stole a lot of bases last year, but finished second to Tim Raines. Here's Allen's pitch. Called strike 3. So Neil Allen comes in after giving up a single to Pena, strikes out the side, getting Berra, Sargel, and now Moreno. So no runs on 1 hit. And through 7.5, our score from Shea Stadium is the Mets 7, the Pirates 4.
All right, you people, what we're talking about here is auto service. Brakes, alignment, mufflers, shocks, even a tune-up. The kind of stuff you don't usually do yourself. So where you get it done is at R&S or Strauss, because they'll do something you haven't seen in a long time, a good job. That's R&S or Strauss, the #1 automotive stores in New York and New Jersey. At ease.
For starting and charging power, get Champion's remanufactured alternators or starters. For most cars, $26.99 with exchange. Similar savings on late model GM and Ford.
Street in Schenectady. Choose from the largest selection of Eureka backpacking equipment and tents in the area. Over 1,000 to choose from. Use Andy's convenient layaway plan. Just $5 will reserve your tent, and Andy's Army-Navy has the lowest discount prices in the area. So, for this season's camping and backpacking needs, visit Tent City at Andy's Army-Navy, 717 Albany Street, Schenectady. Attention Navy veterans. With the newly approved pay raise for the military, Navy pay is worth more than ever. Coupled with guaranteed shore duty or choice of home port, re-enlistment bonuses for those who qualify, and all of the other service benefits, the Navy has more to offer than ever. If you've been out of the Navy for less than 4 years, contact your local Navy recruiter and see just how much the Navy has to offer. The Navy wants to put you back on the winning team. Sponsored by the U.S. Navy.
Automotive needs. Stop in at the Auto Advice Squad, 166A Seacliff Avenue in Glen Cove.
Well, as we go to the bottom of the 8th, John Stearns will lead it off, and before he steps in, we pause for station identification. This is the New York Mets Baseball Network.
The switch is on to 97 FM, WMVQ Amsterdam.
Third Pirate pitcher of the night is on the mound, Enrique Romo, to face Stearns after Cacovi had a rough outing in the 7th. 4 runs on 4 hits. The Mets left 2. They lead the ball game 7-4. First pitch from Romo is low, ball 1. Check the stats for you for Enrique Romo. He has 5 wins, 2 losses, and a 4.29 ERA. Pitch to Stearns, inside. Ball 2. Pirates got Romo along with Rick Jones and Tom McMillan from Seattle 4 years ago now. Gave up Odell Jones, Mendoza, and Vasquez in that deal as well. Stearns grounds one third base side by Madlock. Down into the corner. Stearns around first, headed for second. Long throw. Stearns slides in safely. Easler got it into Ray, but not in time, and John Stearns opens up with a double to lead off the bottom of the 7th. By Madlock at first. Easler, the long throw, and Stearns slid in head first. Would have been close had it been on target, but Ray had to go upstairs to get it, and by the time he got down to the bag, John was there. No chance to apply the tag. So John Stearns has his first hit of the night. He had hit the ball hard, but this one got by Madlock. 8th hit of the night for the New York Mets. And Romo pitching to Brooks. Ground ball. Madlock has it at third. Over to Thompson for 1. Back to third. There's Stearns. The ball hit him. Frank Howard had started to wave Stearns in, but the ball didn't go anywhere near the dugout. It rolled about 20 feet by the third base line, and Stearns held up in time. But John Stearns alertly taking third on the ground out by Hubie Brooks. So here is Wally Backman. Wally came on as a pinch runner for Rusty Staub. Staub was a pinch hitter for Gardenhire in the last inning. Backman came around to score. He bats from the left side. 1 away, a man at third.
Smart play by Stearns. He danced back towards second base, making Madlock believe he would hold, and as soon as Madlock let that ball go, Stearns put his head down and charged for third and got in there.
Say what you like, you gotta love the aggressive style of John Stearns. He had taken a big lead off third. Pena noticing it, the pitch out, and Stearns has to dive in head first, but safely. John, a tendency perhaps to be outspoken at times, but again, that's something you have to admire. Today's athlete, a different cut from those of the past who used to be very quiet, keep it all inside, let it work away at them. If you've got the time, John Stearns will tell you all about the game of baseball and his life and anything else you want to know about. And I don't mean that as a knock. It is simply he's one of the truly good guys. Backman, 1 ball, no strikes. The count on Ricky Romo, the third Pirate pitcher, wheels and delivers, and Backman, a long fly ball in the gap, rolls to the wall in right field. Stearns comes in to score. It'll be at least a triple. Wally Backman turning it on, round third, a play at the plate, the dive. Backman is in safe. Inside the park, home run for Wally Backman. Oh, my. It rolled all the way to the 396-foot mark. Backman around second. You could see him pick up the pace, Steve, as he headed for third. Frank Howard gave him the green light. And it's the second home run of the ball game for the Mets. More importantly, for Wally Backman, his second, making his third home run. He homered off Rick Camp in Atlanta back on the 26th of May, and the fans are yelling for him to come out of the dugout. He comes out, gives them a salute, and they return the applause. He homered off Bob Welsh in Los Angeles. That was on July 18th, and here off Enrique Romo, he drives in Stearns. The Mets lead 9-4, and he has his third home run of the year, but an inside the park job. He'll be talking about that one for the rest of his career, and so will we. It is 9-4 Mets. Jorgensen is the batter. 1 away. 1 ball, the count to Mike.
Boy, did Wally motor around the bases. And he gave an exhibition on how to run the bases. He cut every bag on the inside corner on his way around.
I'm glad you caught that. I was watching the ball outside.
No, the funny thing about that is that Wally's power, batting left-handed, is to the opposite field. He muscled up and drilled that ball into right center.
Indeed he did. 9 hits now for the Mets. Romo's pitch to Jorgensen is low. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Mets with 2 more here in the bottom of the 8th. They got 4 in the 7th. 1 in the 3rd and 2 in the 2nd. 9-4 lead over the Pirates. Romo wheels and delivers. Called strike 2. Jorgensen delivered a key base hit to drive in some runs back in the 7th as the Mets erupted for 4. Up for the 2nd time tonight. Ricky Romo's pitch swung on, fly ball but foul. Deep right field side but back into the seat. Jorgensen batting .274, has driven in 11 runs, has 1 homer on the year. Left-handed hitter. Romo, the right-handed pitcher for the Pirates. They started with the left-hander, McWilliams. He allowed only 3 hits, gave way to Colby, who allowed 4. And Jorgensen hits a high fly ball, right center. Over comes Lacey, makes the grab, and there are 2 away.
You know, it's funny, Jiggs. In the history of Shea Stadium, there had been only 4 inside-the-park home runs. We have had 2 inside-the-park home runs this month. Now there's been 6 inside-the-park homers. Gene Richards of the Padres did one here off Pete Falcone on the 10th of July.
We're just being informed that the last New York Met inside-the-park homer was hit by Doug Flynn back in 1979. June 12th is the date. First pitch to Mookie Wilson is a ball. Ball and no strikes, 2 away, 2 in, and the Mets lead 9-4. Romo has the sign into the wind. Fires, fouled back near the Pittsburgh dugout. So the count is 1-1. Well, you got to have speed to get the inside-the-park home run thing done. You know, the arms of the outfielders, especially of Moreno. There's some others around the National League. It doesn't happen that often. That's why I say it'll be a talking point for the rest of his career for Wally Backman. The pitch to Wilson is fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes on Mookie.
That's something you never forget, an inside-the-park home run. And this crowd absolutely exploded.
A lot of them came for, what is it, Tote Bag Night, the fashion show, and the showing of the movie before the game. Mookie was fooled completely by Romo and is out of there on strikes. So the Mets go down here, but not before pushing 2 more runs across the plate, including an inside-the-park home run by Wally Backman. And at the end of 8 innings, the good news from Shea Stadium, the Mets lead the Pirates by a score of 9-4.
Datsun has rolled back the sticker price on the Datsun Standard Lil Hustler. This fully equipped compact truck is now sticker priced at only $58.58. That's right, the Datsun Lil Hustler, only $58.58, excluding taxes, title, license, and destination charges. But if you want to get the most out of this low price, act fast, because right now Datsun is giving dealers special cash incentives to help you get an even better deal. Imagine a fully equipped Datsun Lil Hustler with 2.2 liters of Hemi power and 1,400 pounds of payload, sticker priced at only $58.58. It's Datsun's lowest price truck. Plus, special cash incentives to help you get an even better deal. No wonder Datsun has been America's most popular compact pickup for the past 20 years.
We are driven.
For a low price and a great deal, see the Lil Hustler at your Datsun dealer now. Hurry.
Fans, that special day of Mets memories, Old Timers Day, will be held at Shea on Saturday, August 14th. Now, since you fans have been a big part of the Mets' first 20 years, we want you on hand as we go into the 3rd decade. Many former Met stars and many of their National League opponents will be on hand for the occasion. And for that day, all fans will get a free souvenir photo booklet, courtesy of the Mets and Yago Sangria. So be a part of Mets Old Timers Day, Saturday, August 14th, The fun begins at 2:30 in the afternoon. Call Charge It, area code 212-944-9300. Well, the New York Mets lead the Pirates 9-4 as we go to the top of the ninth. Johnny Ray stepping in, and stepping in behind the mic, Steve LaMar. Johnny Ray is 2 for 4 tonight. Here's the pitch by Neil Allen. Fastball bounced foul up the first base side. Strike one. 0-1 to Johnny Ray. 9-4 Mets. Top of the ninth. Here's the pitch by Allen. Fastball and a strike. Ray tried to check up on the swing. Went around. Pitch was up high and away. So Ray is in a hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Ray had a bases loaded, bases clearing triple in the 4th inning and a single in the 3rd. 2 out of 4. 6 for 11 in the series. The pitch, a curveball low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Charlie Palaio is the pitcher of record on the long side, and Kent Tekulve, the pitcher of record on the short side. When Tekulve comes in with that sinker and the submarine delivery, you expect ground balls. Curveball that missed from Allen, 2-2. But the Mets lit up Tekulve. 4 runs on 4 hits in the 1 inning he pitched. Here's the pitch. That is low, and it's 3-2 to Johnny Ray. Allen working on a save here. He has saved 17 ball games this year. The pitch. Fastball low and away, ball 4. Neal walks Johnny Ray to open the ninth. That's the 5th time tonight the Pirates have had their leadoff man on in an inning. The batter is Bill Madlock, 1 out of 4 tonight, and 5 for 12 in the series. Had a homer and 3 RBIs last night. Allen delivers. Fastball hit in the air to left field. Playable for Foster. Towering fly ball. George is under it. Taps the glove, puts it away. Out number 1. Now Jason Thompson will be the Pittsburgh hitter. Thompson has popped out, grounded out, flied out, and walked.
Mets have had his number in this series. Thompson, only 1 hit coming into this ball game in the weekend series.
Neil Allen comes to the belt. The pitch to Thompson. That's a fastball high and away, ball 1. First baseman Mike Jorgensen, with the Mets holding a 5-run lead in the top of the ninth, is playing behind the runner, Johnny Ray, at first base. Then the pitch. Strike call to Jason Thompson. 1 ball and 1 strike. If Allen picks up the save tonight, he will move past Skip Lockwood and into 2nd place on the Mets all-time saves list. Behind only Tug McGraw. High and away, and it's 2-1 to Jason Thompson. Thompson has 18 home runs, 63 runs batted in. And the pitch. Strike call. Fastball on the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jason Thompson.
Neal is tied for 3rd place in the National League saves. Tommy Hume of Cincinnati with 17 along with Neal, but Hume now on the disabled list after undergoing surgery. Gene Garber at Atlanta has 19. Bruce Sutter has 21.
Allen with a pitch. Way outside for a ball. And it is 2 balls. Check it. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2 to Jason Thompson with Johnny Ray at first and 1 man down. Allen sets the pitch. Fastball grounded to Jorgensen. He will go to Baylor, and they get the force. Bobby had to come off the base a little bit and reach down to make the play, but was able to keep the foot on the bag and get the force on Johnny Ray. It goes 3-6, and Jason Thompson becomes the runner at first base. So the Pirates are down to their final out.
And the hitter is Mike Easler. Stearns has gone out for a visit with Neil Allen. Easler, 2 out of 4 tonight and has scored a run. He's had 4 out of 8 in the series. And Mike has hit safely in 26 of his last 30 ball games. Easler, a left-handed swinger. Thompson at first, 2 out. Neil Allen to the belt. The pitch. Easler swings and misses, strike 1. Allen trying to bring an end to the Mets' 5-game losing streak. Now Allen coming set. The delivery way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tomorrow, Mike Scott pitches against left-hander Ross Baumgarten. Now Allen ready. Curveball bounced foul off to the right of the plate. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes to Mike Easler. The Pirates down now to their final strike. 9-4 Mets. Top of the 9th inning. Many of the fans on their feet now. And the noise level comes up at Shea. Allen at the belt. The 1-2. In the dirt, and it got by Stearns to second base. Will go Jason Thompson. Should go as a wild pitch on Neil Allen. Thompson now at second. In the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes to left-handed hitting Mike Easler. We'll have all the scores for you on the Getty Scoreboard Show after the ball game.
It is scored as a wild pitch on Neil Allen. That's the 3rd against him this year, and only the 15th wild pitch by the Mets staff. Stearns out for a brief conference with Neil Allen. John is back into his trap behind the plate now. And Allen goes to the belt. Has a look at Thompson and delivers. That one is away from Easler, and the count is 3-2. On deck is Lee Lacy. Mets with a 5-run advantage in the 9th inning. Allen set. The pitch. Fly ball hit to center field. Mookie is going back. That ball's well hit. Mookie's there. He's got it. And the game is over. The Mets win. Easler out on a long fly ball to Mookie Wilson in center field. And the Mets have snapped their 5-game losing streak. In the 9th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, a walk and a man left on. Final score, the Mets 9, the Pirates 4. We'll be back with the totals and post-game notes and comments after this word.
Are you looking for the best car deal around? Then stop what you're doing and get on over to Yankee Dodge in Schenectady. Yankee Dodge has a large selection of new 1982 Dodge models to choose from. Yankee Dodge service is fast and dependable with the largest selection of Dodge parts in the Northeast. It all goes into making the best car deal you'll ever get. So do it now. Visit Yankee Dodge, 2239 Central Avenue in Schenectady.
California Cooperage Hot Tub versus the competition. In the 1st inning, we see both sides relieve tension, so the score is tied. But moving along to the 4th inning, we see California Cooperage Hot Tubs seems to be taking a big advantage over the competition, as they're ready at any time and don't have to wait for an entire team. We're in the 9th inning, and it's obvious now California Cooperage wins the game. But don't feel bad, competition. No one can be a sore loser with our tubs. Get your California Cooperage Hot Tub now at Windward Pool of Schenectady. You're listening to Mets Baseball on WMVQ.
Remind you of the Mets.
Well, the losing streak is over. The Mets come up with a 9-4 victory over the Pittsburgh Pirates. It was a come-from-behind victory. And to tell you about it, here's Jiggs McDonald.
Well, the Mets had taken the lead, Steve, in the 2nd inning. After Dave Kingman had drawn a walk to lead off the inning, George Foster got the green light on a 3-0 pitch and nailed it into the right field section over the 371-foot mark. That off left-hander Larry McWilliams. It was the first hit he'd given up in the ball game, and the Mets led 2-0. They added a run in the 3rd for a 3-0 lead, but then in the 4th inning,
Starting pitcher Charlie Palaio ran into all kinds of problems. He walked a couple of batters. The key hit was a triple by Johnny Ray that drove in 3 runs. He drove in Lacey, Berra, and Moreno, and of those 3, Lacey and Moreno were on walks. So it was a 4-3 Pirate lead after 4 innings. Stayed that way until the 7th. Tekulve came on to relieve McWilliams. McWilliams on the night had allowed only 3 hits. But in the 7th inning, the Mets batted around, and they scored 4 runs on 4 hits and had regained the lead. And then in the 8th, with Enrique Romo coming on as the 3rd Pirate pitcher of the night, Stearns led it off with a double. After Brooks had grounded out, moving Stearns to 3rd, Wally Backman stepped up. Hit his 3rd home run of the year, but the difference here, instead of hitting it out of the park, it was an inside-the-park home run, and that brought this crowd of over 50,000 people at least to their feet. A rousing cheer for not only Wally Backman, but the entire Mets team, who held on to win this ball game by a score of 9-4.
Mets baseball on WMVQ has been brought to you by Budweiser. For all you do, this Bud's for you. By Datsun, who would like to remind you that it's a long way to empty in a Datsun. A long way. By TWA, the airline that flies you to Florida, to California, to 53 cities in the U.S. and 13 cities overseas. You're going to like us. By Kelly Lumber Company, Schenectady Chrysler Plymouth, Perillo's Armory Grill, Windward Pools, Mohawk Honda, the U.S. Navy, Miller's Family Clothing Store, Yankee Dodge, Adams Heating, Pep's Restaurant, Andy's Army Navy, Sunshine Mobile Homes, and Amsterdam Oil Heat Corporation. Be sure to join us for the next exciting New York Mets game, here on your exclusive Mets station in upstate Northeast New York, WMVQ FM Amsterdam.